gorgeous light beings, my healers, my star seeds, my light workers. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, The Pleiadian Priestess. Thank you for joining me here today. You're going to have a good time, I promise, okay? Just bear with me until we get through this intro. Today's reading is going to be about, are you their type, okay? And whether you are or aren't, we're still going to get into what do they like about your looks, okay? So today's reading was interesting. We had yeses, we had nos, we had, and a little in between for one group, if I remember correctly. But we all got into what they like about your looks, essentially, at the end of the day. So if you may want, I don't know how long it took me to get to that conclusion. I know I'll be yapping. Okay. So no matter how long it takes me, I will get to the part where we discuss looks. If you don't have the patience, I completely understand. If you do, bear with me, and it's going to be good as always, like I promised you guys, okay? So we have 4 groups today, okay? I wanted to make it as many as I could, okay? Without it being like too much. But if you're wondering if this person you are their type, or how they think about your looks, this is the perfect reading for you. You're going to choose an image, okay? You're going to choose the image that calls out to you the most. And then, as always, I will see you gorgeous people at your reading. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group ones. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image 1, group 1, option 1, however you found yourself here, welcome to the reading. Thank you for joining me here. That's always a big thing. Today's reading is going to be about, are you their type? And if you are or aren't, whatever, what do they like most about your beauty, your looks, things of that nature. So I did a reading like this, I think, when I first started my channel, which is now a year, okay? So the idea came back to me, and I'm like, I usually kind of recycle readings that I like to do every few months, but I haven't redone this one. So I'm like, maybe there's somebody in the collective that wants to know if there's someone's type. Maybe there's going to be some new love blossoming for you guys, and you're going to be wondering, do they like me? And that's where I come in, okay? I'm going to try to do at least 4 groups for you guys, and they're going to be, like, not the longest. I'm going to put a parameters on myself in this reading. It doesn't have to be the longest reading ever. It's just going to be a quick question. Are you their type? Pull some cards for that. And depending on what we get, even if we get a no or not really, we're going to get what do they like about your looks, because you could always play up on that. You don't always have to be someone's type for them to want to be with you. You can grow on them, So even if whether you are or aren't, what do they like about your looks? So you can play those things up when it comes to them, okay? So enough ranting. Let's get straight into it. At the bottom of the deck, what do we have? The Devil in reverse. Interesting. I'm hearing the song, "You're the best thing I never knew I needed." So maybe you are not their usual type, but you end up being their type anyway, if that makes some kind of sense to you guys. It's kind of like the person you didn't know was your type. They kind of like caught you off guard, because the Devil upright would have been a heck yeah, right? A heck yeah, you're their type. But the Devil in reverse is kind of like, why am I attracted to them even though they're not my type? So there's attraction here, whether they're your type or not. They're your type. Ooh. Whether you are their type or not, there's attraction here for sure. And it's something that has them a little confused, like, that's very interesting, There's something about you that has caught their attention that they didn't expect you to, do. They didn't expect their attention to be caught by you, because for whatever reason, maybe you aren't their usual type, but they're still intrigued, They're still thinking about you in the back of their head. And they're like, why am I thinking about this person, It's kind of giving me the trope in books to make it more palatable or more sensical to people who may read books. So, there's the trope of the nerd and the jock, and how the nerd wouldn't usually pull the jock's attention because she may be more buttoned up, more closed off, more shy, more book smart, you know what I mean? Than the cheerleader that they usually are supposed to be with. Stereotypically, we have an energy of you being the nerd or the book smart girl, and they kind of like got roped into tutoring you because they were doing bad in school. Like, I'm painting a whole picture because it's gonna make sense at the end. So they get roped into, or you get roped into tutoring them. Whoever's the nerd here gets roped into tutoring the jock. And the more they spend time there, the more he feels himself falling for this person he never would have even looked at twice in his past. And that just shows some growth. So maybe you are triggering some growth in this person, where before things were mostly about looks. Now it's more about who you are as a person. Not saying you're ugly, because not every nerd is not attractive, but they don't usually go for the quiet people, and you're quiet. That's the example. They usually go for loud people, and you're not loud. You're quiet and more shy and more meek and more observant. You don't really talk a lot, and they usually like people who are loud in your face and bossy and stuff like that. That's the kind of example that's coming through. So, which would be the cheerleader, right? The popular person, friends with everyone. Everyone wants her, and you're the kind of person who wants to be like not, you don't have to be, but the way I said it, it's like, yeah, you're the kind of person that wants to be in the shadows, and they're like, I don't usually find those people attractive. I want the person who is the loudest in the room, but you're representing something that they're learning to like. And it could be just because it's you, but it could be something that like growing into, they're experiencing some kind of growth. But anyway, let's get into the actual cards. I felt we need to shuffle, so let's shuffle. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so things are changing in your favor. This person is starting to change how they feel about you, or just so people's looks in general. So there is some growth. The fact that we have that stereotype coming through of the nerd in school is giving you guys could still be young, or you guys met in school or something like that. Because in the real world, we do have jocks and cheerleaders in the real world. In sports and everything, that could be something as well. You're like you go to college, maybe. This is a trope in college. Yeah, there's jocks in college, there's cheerleaders in college, and you're the person who's like more studious, and they are like failing, or they're about to flunk out from school, and their coach says, if you don't get an A in this subject, you're gonna flunk, you can't play this season or whatever. And they go and like beg the admin's office, I need a tutor. You're the smartest person in this subject they need tutoring in. And it's all history after that, right? But eventually they kind of grow into liking you and finding you attractive. So are you their type? You're becoming their type. We have 9 of Wands. Okay. For others of you, maybe it's on the opposite spectrum. Really, mostly go for people who are more docile, demure, quiet, feminine, and you're someone who's like more loud and in their face, and that's something they never thought they would like. It could have to do with maybe I just heard you could remind them of their mother, maybe, and there's something about that where their mother could have been really loud in their life, and that's something they ended up finding attractive or unattractive. So you could remind them of their mother in the way that they try to run away from women who remind them of their mother, and like would only date people who are quiet because their mother was loud, and they hated their mother's loudness, and it made them like embarrassed when they went out, because there's always that one mom child who's loud and embarrassing and like cussing you out in the streets, or just like wants to be in everything, wants to hop from this to that, just like a very sociable person. Some kids who are more meek and quiet rebel or come to, what's the proper word? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Resent that in a mother figure. If they I wish you were quiet like my friend's mom, kind of thing, And then because they hated that their whole adolescence into like teenagehood, and childhood, they now go for women who are quiet because their mother was too loud. Now, on the other hand, there could be something here about you being quiet like their mother, and they go and date girls who are loud because they hated the quiet. They hated the detachment they felt. People who are loud in your face make you feel important, from experience, I would say. When they're giving you all their attention and their love, they make you feel important. Someone who's more quiet and less expressive with their love is something that makes you feel like, do they really even like me, kind of thing, Just throwing out examples, take what resonates for you. But if there's something here about you reminding them of their mother in a good or a bad way, okay? So if you know anything about their mother, then just make it fit where it does. But the 9 of Wands is definitely giving like attitude. You have spunk, like you're a spitfire. It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. They may go for more quiet people because their mother was like really loud. Since that was the first example that came through, we have the 2 of Swords in reverse. So far, these are kind of, underwhelming cards. Are my group ones their type, please? Are they their type? We have 2 more cards. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and this is the mother card. You remind them of their mother. Exactly. You give like more, maybe responsible, I'm hearing level-headed. Yeah, responsible one to come through again. Maybe you're respectable. You kind of cover up. You're giving like mother or mom or like I said, adult, mature could be used as well. And they usually go for people who are immature or stuff like that. It's giving like the healed versus the unhealed kind of thing. You don't have to be in everyone's face to feel loved. You don't want to be the center of attention. You don't have to be. Could be something coming through, and that's what they like because it makes them feel important. Because then maybe they grew up in a environment that didn't feel important, so they kind of gravitate towards those women who are just like, extra. Now the next card we have is the Seven of Cups. Yeah, this person is not sure anymore. They're like, wow, this person has so many qualities that I do like in a person, but there's just that one thing that reminds me of my mother, and that example keeps coming through. So there's something they are running from, which is why I said there's some growth involved in learning to like you or learning to find you attractive. There's growth that you don't have to reject every girl that reminds you of your mother. You need to heal that wound, child, a son, a boy, That's the kind of thing coming through. I love that I was saying that, and the Queen of Pentacles came out to kind of clarify that for me. I'm like, is that right? I don't want to have y'all getting a complex now. But there's something here about like you maybe being peaceful or mature or, like I said, quiet. Or you're the opposite, you're very loud, but there's something here about you standing your ground, okay? I'm hearing your confidence is quiet. And I don't know if there's like some internalization going on with this person. They could be like insecure and quiet. And you know how they say how people go for their opposites and how men who are more quiet always end up with the loud girl? And it's because the loud girl was the one who was bold enough to come and talk to them, right? They are quiet. They're not going to go and talk to the girl. The girl is like every introvert has been adopted by an extrovert, That's the kind of thing coming through here. So maybe they are used to being with girls like that because those are the girls who talk to them. Now, all of a sudden, they may have to be the, not the aggressor, good day. They may have to be the one making the first move to you because you are definitely more demure and more modest than the people that they usually go for or the people that usually like them. Now, it's about them learning how to accept that they may have had a complex about their mother, Ooh, you know what I just heard? The Madonna Schmore complex. Oh, Lord, that hasn't come up in a reading in forever, but it's coming up now, so it could be important. If you don't know what it is, look it up. I swear, I had never heard of it, and I was watching a reading from another reader like a year ago. Probably it was a long time ago. That's why I'm like, what is coming through again? I was watching a reading and she was like how the person that I was like watching the reading for had a Madonna Schmore complex. And not me being a doofendanker, going up in Google, looking up Madonna Schmore. I'm like, what is a Madonna Schmore complex? And then I guess I got rerouted to the Madonna WHORE complex. And I'm like, oh, duh, But I'm like, I didn't know what that was. So I'm like, Schmore? I've never heard of that before. But she was like, modifying the word because YouTube will probably flag you real quick for saying that word on here. It's not nice. It's not a nice word. But essentially, when I looked into it, the Madonna Schmore complex, we're going to go with that, is when men find themselves marrying the Madonna, but constantly craving the Schmore. They marry the Madonna, right? But they are not physically attracted to the Madonna. They could have had a mother they put up on a pedestal, right? Or like I said in this example that was coming through, that they put in, like they didn't like, right? And it ended up influencing their dating life, which is the story of everyone's life, honestly. If you came from a unstable household, it's the story of our lives, because I ain't come from no good household either, child. It was ghetto. But anyway, it's basically saying how men would marry the Madonna and then constantly cheat or run and go find the Schmore, because that's who they're attracted to for real. But they want to marry the Madonna that reminds them of their mom. But of course, no one's going to be actually attracted to their mom, right? That's kind of weird. And so they marry that person that makes them feel safe, who they're supposed to marry, while they're out there philandering. And they can only get it up for women who are the Schmore, right? That's the kind of thing that's coming through here. So maybe your person are only used to going after Schmores, and you're giving Madonna. And they're like, I'm not usually attracted to the person who reminds me of my mom, but that's who I know I'm supposed to marry one day, yada, 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 whatever. So now the more I talk about it, the more it's giving you are the more quiet, like I said, modest, demure person, and they're attracted to the more racy, raunchy, over sexualized person, individual. and you are someone who's like, no, I'm modest, I respect myself, you're not going to come and say whatever you want to say, you are definitely going to whack them over the head if they come at you in the wrong kind of way, but not in like a crash out or clap back or pop off queen kind of way. It's more like, no, you're very resilient and you don't back down and you don't literally let down your boundaries for this person in the way other girls would. You have strong boundaries, okay? Because the Seven of Wands always reminds me, it's a variation of the Seven of Wands to me. The Nine of Wands always reminds me of the Seven of Wands. If I didn't say that for the right time. If I didn't say that right the first time, Lord, I can't talk today. Anyway, yeah, it always gives me, being on the defense and holding your ground and standing your ground. Even though you're losing ground, you're not going to stop fighting. And eventually, if you hold those boundaries firm, this person will either get with the program or leave. So maybe you are holding this person accountable for the actions and things they do, the things they say, how they treat you. And they're not used to being attracted to girls who do that. They're attracted to the girls who let them do whatever they want kind of thing. But yeah, look more into that Madonna Schmore complex, guys. That could be a thing coming through. But anyway, let's get back into the reading. Are you their type? Not usually, but I think you are becoming their type because now you have the Seven of Cups, which is an energy of being confused when it comes to what you want, not knowing what to choose. You're like, wait, did I want this? Do I still want this? Am I still this person? You're kind of like putting them like a whirlwind of having to do some, some cleaning out when it comes to some childhood wounds or something like that. And this person's like, oh no, not her making me do the work, or him, them, they making me do the work, So are you their type? Not usually. That's what's coming through. But you are turning into their type. Now I'm going to get into what do they like most about your looks. And I have too many blasts of cards. I didn't even need all these cards for real. But anyway, let's get into it. Are you, what do they like most about your looks? What do they like most about your looks? We have the Six of Wands in reverse. That's exactly what I was talking about. You don't want to be the center of attention, but you could look like the person. Like, I'm not saying your looks. I feel like more so with you, it's giving your personality and your demeanor isn't their usual type, but it doesn't take away from you being maybe physically their type, There could be something about them being attracted to women who degrade them, or, like I said, are just really extra and loud and demeaning and don't really respect themselves. And the fact that they found someone like you who most definitely respects yourself, the Queen of Pentacles, and isn't confused and they really know where they want to go. Because the Two of Swords upright is an energy of making decisions, or being confused and about which way to go at a crossroads. The Two of Swords in reverse can be taken as someone who knows what they really want to. They have direction. They know what they want in a person. They're not like, maybe I don't, it's like giving me how some girls say 1 second, oh, I need a guy who doesn't smoke. Then as soon as the guy who does smoke come through and he's the sexy hot man pajama, they're that whole, I don't mess with guys who smoke, go to the waistline because he's cute. You're going to be the girl like, I don't care how cute you are. I don't like people that smoke. Bye. And the fact that you hold those boundaries firm is what makes you attracted to this person, but in a way they don't usually find it attractive, But yeah, I'm going to stop repeating myself and move on. What do I like about you? Look, Six of Wands, because you're attractive, but there's something here about you like not showing that off. You're not a show off when it comes to your looks, but you do have it because Six of Wands is someone who gets a lot of attention, It's a popular girl. If you want to put a face to a name or an example to a card, it's a popular cheerleader girl that we see in all the movies, the prettiest girl in school. That's what Six of Wands is. But I think you give those looks, but you know how in some those exact same movies when the nerd like takes off her glasses and fixes her hair and dresses up better, she looks even better than the cheerleader girl because that's how the movie's set up, right? That could be your real actual life. Like, once you like dress up and look cute, it's giving popular girl, but your demeanor and personality is like the opposite. If that makes sense. Now we have the Tower. Wow. What do they like most about your looks? You came and turned what they thought they found attractive upside down. You turned it on its head. You made them realize they don't want the girl who everyone wants. They want the girl who you are, whoever you are. The one that's, cute, demure, sophisticated is what I keep hearing. A nurturer, someone who's sweet, kind. I'm hearing down to earth. And that makes a lot of sense with the Queen of Pentacles. Now we have the Four of Pentacles, just giving more earthy energy. So maybe you're like a more earthy, natural, bohemian kind of aesthetic, which these two women are very heavily giving. Okay, you're more about being mindful, like I said. You're more about being spiritual, woke, open-minded, stuff like that. And that's not things they thought they would be attracted to, but now you're opening their eyes to that, and that's why they're what they like about your looks now is that you're changing their mind. Like, it's crazy. The Tower card came out. You said you're not attracted to who? Me? Oh, think again. Look again. Yeah. Okay. Now we have the Strength card. Interesting. And then we have the King of Cups. And it fell out in reverse. And I'm taking reversals today, so it'll stay in reverse. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is the fact that you're modest, you keep to yourself, that you're not showing all you're not showing all the goods. That you're always fully dressed. And I love how we have this card here with the Six of Wands. She's wearing a short skirt, and then she's wearing a sheer shirt at that. So whatever she looks like from the front, it's giving, you can see everything. Okay? Not saying there's anything wrong with how this person's dressing, but when it comes to you and your reading and your person, they used to find this attractive, and now they're kind of finding this more attractive. You know? Love that for you guys, period. I'm also hearing there could be something here about race. They don't usually date black girls because there's 2 black women here, or girls with short hair, or colored people. We'll go with that. You know, or people who are outside of their race and culture. It could be a thing as well. We'll leave it at that. But we have 2 beautiful black queens, the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Are you their type? Not usually. And because we have 2 queens coming out of color, it's giving me that race-wise, you're not really their type. And of course, we have a white man here choosing between the different cups. He's like, wait, I thought I only like these kinds of bowls, but you know, this orange bowl looking kind of cute. You know, that's funny. But that did come through, so we're gonna roll with it, okay? But that came through. I don't know how that came through, but it came through. Yeah. So what I like about your looks, maybe you wear dreads, or you wear like turbans, you wrap your hair away. It could be a part of your culture or religion, or it's just something you've adopted as your aesthetic. You know, the earthy bohemian girl. Love that for you as well. And I love how we have the Tower and we have all this earth here. It's giving pure earth and pure energy. Like, what they like most about your looks, the energy you give off is very strong. It's very potent. And I do feel like people who are connected to roots, who are connected to earth, who are connected to Mother Gaia, who are very spiritual people, who are like giving kitchen witches or herbal witches, that kind of thing, plants, and you surround yourself with that kind of force of nature every single day. You could be a plant mom, and you surround yourselves with all these plants and earth and nature at all times. You're gonna start vibrating at that frequency. So now when they see you, they're gonna think of earth and peace and joy and groundedness. And that is the energy you've embodied and you carry around with you. And they find that very attractive. And it's like something that kind of knocked them off guard. The force of your power. Okay, I'm hearing force of nature, which ties into what I was saying about the nature of things. So yeah, we're rocking with it. Yeah, there's something up here about you being like not outdoorsy per se, but you like being outside, child. In the streams, hiking, camping, looking for rocks, looking for crystals. You could be those people who like resource crystals, who source crystals is what I'm hearing. The people who go and find the crystals themselves and then sell them. There's just one girl that I know on TikTok, and I haven't seen her in forever. I hope she's okay. I believe her name is like Colby, and her brand for crystals is like 𝐓𝐿𝐴. And I used to see her all the time on TikTok. I haven't seen her in forever. And I gotta go look her up after this. But I love her. Her name is Colby Janine, I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. But she's like a singer. She like lives in, I'm about to say Austin, Arizona. And she grows crystals and clusters and things in her Arizona, I think it's Sedona place. And I used to love watching her live. I'm like, yeah, girl, I'm gonna be like you one day. I mean, I'd be sourcing crystals and growing them from in my backyard, but I'm gonna be like you one day, right? And she's very much doing that vibe as well. And she's like always has different colored braids in her hair. And she's also a black queen as well. So that could be something that they find attractive about you. Your skin color is not something that they thought they would be attracted to. And I'm hearing something very, I don't want to say it. It could be controversial. You know how, but I can say it because it pertains to me and my people. Let me stop. I'm going to hell. You know how people would think of black people back in slavery days, probably still not to this day, they think of black people as like beasts, or they love to call black women monkeys and stuff like that. This half woman, half animal is giving me that vibe, where they could have grown up in a place or a region where I'm also hearing this person could be biracial and they're having like identity issues, and maybe their mom was the black one. They didn't find themselves attracted to their mom. They wanted to be as white as they could get and date the white girls. Just an example coming through. Don't try to crucify me. I'm just saying what comes to mind, okay? It'll resonate if it did, if it will. If it's not supposed to, it's not for you, okay? Or if it's not meant for you, it won't resonate. That's it. But as soon as this card came out, I was thinking that, but it's coming through without me looking at the card now. It's giving how, like I said, black people are seen as like not human. And the fact that you're coming through is like in the strength card, that's what they like about your looks now. It's giving half lion, half woman. Maybe you are fierce and very protective and you have like that animalistic instinct, could be something coming through as well. But it's more so giving me how they used to love to call Michelle Obama a monkey, and she was the most attractive first lady. It was this lady who's full of plastic and Botox of I forget her name, child, Trump wife. I'm like, oh, she ain't as cute as Michelle, please. Please, stop it. Please. To the point that every time we see George W. Bush with Michelle, he's fawning over her, holding her hand, sitting next to her. And George Bush was the king of the tyrants, child. And now all of a sudden he's a simp for Michelle Obama whenever she's in the room. It's like, stop playing. Y'all be saying things and then be switching up your tunes real quick. But anywho. Yeah, they'll say how black women like look a certain way, or they're more masculine, or and kind of compare them to animals. That's kind of what I'm getting with this half and half card. So that could be a vibe coming through for you guys. And all of a sudden this person's like, oh wait, you're kind of transforming into a human person behind their eyes or in front of their eyes, kind of, you know? So yeah, this person is grappling with some maybe ghetto beliefs, child. Very ghetto in my opinion. Whew, the King of Cups in reverse. And this is something here about making them feel out of control. The King of Cups is someone who's like good at covering up his tracks, covering his emotions, being very at ease soldier. So like, soldiers, hands that by their side, hand on their head kind of energy. This person could be like a soldier maybe, or could grow up in that area. There's something here about that, you know. And I do believe there's some of that coming through in the military and stuff like that, in regions where they grew up, something. But yeah, this person is like, you can't phase me, you can't touch me, you can't break me kind of energy. And you're showing them that it's like you're melting the Ice King's heart, is kind of what I'm getting. And the King of Swords is usually meant to represent the Ice King, but I do believe the King of Cups is like a close runner-up, if not the first person, when he's ready, I should say. But yeah, that's what's coming through for you guys. What I like most about your looks, I don't know. The fact that you are unruffled is also a vibe coming through. But the fact that you make them lose control and show emotion is something that they do love about your looks. They react to you. I'm done. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through for you guys. We're gonna get some cards from this deck here. What do they like about my group? One's looks, please, Spirit. We're gonna get some actual people. The fact that we have two ladies with like very intense eyeshadow on their eyes. This lady here is an orange shadow, if you can see it. And then the Queen of Pentacles, which is funny because these are the two cards I was comparing to each other when it came to the boho chic, very earthy, natural vibes. And she has like very, vibrant blue, teal eyes, green, blue. So there's something here about that eyeshadow, or your eyes in general, or how your eyeshadow brings out your eyes, or your makeup, right? Could be coming through. Your hair is also coming through. Like I said, you could have like the dreads, or you could have like the locks, the boho locks, the braids. Because I was talking about Colby and she had braids as well. And this lady's giving dreads, but we don't know what's under this girl's hair as well. But the girl in the first picture of the Nine of Wands has kinky hair as well. And that could be something that they didn't think they would be attracted to, but they are with you, okay? And the Six of Wands, she has long curly hair as well, so that's coming through. And there is analysis out there that says guys are more attracted to straight hair. I'm pretty sure it's a study and it's been proven true, but even in this girl hair, she is Caucasian, she's white, and she has like very wavy textured hair as well. So men are, I don't know, programmed to think that straight hair is more attractive. So when they see curly, they think of like innocent and sweet and adorable and childlike. And that's just the, the rep us curly heads get stuck with. Because it's always like, oh, we think of curls as youth and innocence and da 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 da. That's why, people feel pressure to always straighten their curly hair, because curly hair, or get weave or stuff like that, because curly hair and braids are seen as that on the bottom of the spectrum of attractiveness. But let's get back into these cards here. I said it's going to be a short reading and I'm getting crazy. But a lot was coming through here. You could also be a redhead because we have Bridget coming through. And this is inner strength, and we have strength card coming out as well. So strength card is doing Leo energy, and that's always the hair, the head, and the heart. So, that's something coming through. But Bridget is like fiery, so you're fiery spirit and energy as well. Maybe you look really good in red because we have red with the King of Cups coming out. If we're just looking at this as what they find attractive about you, the way you wear red. Bro! The way you always come off calm, cool, and collected as well, unruffled, because in all these cards, we're not really seeing much happening. Okay, we have inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize you have power. That's something they find attractive about you. But curls coming through once again, and long curls. So long curls, short curls, kinky hair, braids, stuff like that. They find that attractive about you. I just heard fetish. So this person could have like fetishized that, but I don't know. Fetish. I got a fetish from my love. Not fetish by Selena Gomez is coming through. Something's been right back. Now we have Diana. And she's another woman with long curly hair, but now it's brown. So we have red and we have blonde coming through as well. We have black, dark brown, kinky. And now we have dark brown, like waves or looser curls coming through. And we have focused intention. She's also kind of giving like, Grecian, very natural, flowy things where you're not showing much of your body. Because these things are seen as maybe provocative, right? But they're loose and they're flowy and earthy. And so is what Bridget is wearing as well. Come here, what's wrong with you? So is what she's wearing as well. Dresses, flowy dresses. Nothing that's like too body conforming, not really showing what you got going on underneath there. Very flowy, very loose, very light, soft textures as well. Airy is what I just heard. Watery maybe because we have the King of Cups coming out. But anyway, we have Diana. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high. Expect the best possible outcome. And this is what I was speaking about you setting your standards and your boundaries very firm and not letting anybody like get past those boundaries, okay? And I was going to say the neck region where it's like your chest, your décolletage, whatever, collarbones could be coming through as well. Because that is where your heart would be. Well, not really, because it's going to be like in your rib region. But your heart would be like, if it's not giving boobs, which Leo definitely isn't, it's definitely giving, neck. Okay, now let's get some dice and see what comes out. You're like most about your looks. We have 10th house, which is Capricorn energy, so your bone structure. And especially Diana is giving bone structure for real. So your bones, your stature, the way you carry yourself, right? Because Capricorns are known for like, having like big egos or carrying themselves quite well, having high standards. That's what they find attractive about your looks. You look like you hold yourself to a certain standard. You look very well put together, And that's Queen of Cups sliding on through again. So well put together. Sophisticated, okay? You have Jupiter, so very abundant. You could be abundant in a lot of places. It's giving like, maybe curvy. It's coming through now because Jupiter is ruled by Sag. And Sag is the hips, the thighs. I'm hearing the waist as well. So maybe you have like a small waist and a nice, it comes out into hips and thighs and booty and stuff like that. So very curvaceous, okay? That's what the Jupiter always gives me, right? And this is kind of like if you were to look at it as 4th house would be Cancer, so boobs could be coming through as well. Your chest area, which should come through, okay? But yeah, Jupiter is all about expansion, having a lot of something. So you have a lot of body, okay? Body, yada, 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 yada. Let me stop. Something like very full, is what I'm hearing about you. So that could be something they find attractive as well. And that could be something they think they would be attracted to either. Because plus size people are also another stigma where it's like, they're not attractive, they're just fat. And it's like, okay. So somebody can't find somebody bigger attractive is crazy to me. But anyway, wow, we have Jupiter coming through again. Stop playing. We have Jupiter coming through again. This is Sag energy coming through again. So like I said, extra curvy is kind of the vibe that I'm getting for you guys. For some of you, obviously not all of you. We have Cancer, and that's just the 4th house energy that was kind of coming through with the 4 insignia of Jupiter. And Cancer is all about being very motherly, matronly. Maybe you have like, you know how women who have mom bods or women who are seen as mothers are always like more busty or they have more weight on them. And that's like something that could remind them of their mother. And they didn't think that they would or should be attracted to someone who has more weight on them or looks like a mother, you know, kind of thing. But there's MILFs, but MILFs are usually the people who are still like slim and keep their slim figure after having kids. Those are the MILF people like. I'm not speaking for everyone because some people do like heavier people. Your person maybe they're learning to like that, and I do believe it's because of how you carry yourself. That's kind of turning the tide in your favor. It's the way you make them react, the way they react to you, the way you carry yourself, and the things you demand and expect for people to treat you and stuff like that. Okay. But Cancer is definitely like, you know, mom energy, MILF energy. The high-waisted jeans, you have a lot of hips, you have thighs, you have a little fupa, you have tummy, you have a lot of boobs. Once you have kids, they get bigger, and then all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of like what is kind of coming. I'm hearing milkmaid dress. Interesting. Maybe you should wear that more, accentuate those parts of you, the waist, the hips, and the boobs and stuff like that. Even the chest, show your chest a little bit more. That kind of, I'm hearing the décolletage, okay? Maybe show a little bit more of that to kind of pull your person in even more, right? Accentuate what you have. If you're curvy, accentuate them curves, right? If you want to drag this person in, you know, if you want to, you know, accentuate the waist, and then, because if you accentuate the waist and everything else accentuated, the boobs, the bust, and then the hips and the thighs and stuff like that. And of course, not everybody is curvy, child, because some people are plus size and they're like the ones that kind of go down like this. And then, like, you know, just not always proportioned or the ideal plus size body, because there's freaking, see, I'm just hopping in from landmine to landmine. And now I'm hearing that song, and it's funny because I was just playing it this morning. Slow dancing on landmines by Belle Saint or something like that. It's like she's slow dancing on landmines. It's only a matter of time. I can't resist. I can't resist. So dancing on landmines. Such a good song. Love is a target with my heart painted on it. It's such a good song. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of like I'm slow dancing on landmines in this reading. I'm like, there are people who are plus size who are attractive, but there's also a standard of plus size that's only considered attractive. The people with the waist and the hips and the thing, and there's people who are plus size who don't have those things, and it's just like, where does it end? It's so tiring. It's so tiring. Having to be like, oh, well, this could be attractive, this and blah, 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 blah. I said what I said. If you don't like it, just, I don't know, tell you leave. I don't know. Because I'm sick and tired of being like, oh, maybe. No, I said what I said, okay? But you could be the plus size that's seen as attractive or tolerable, whatever you want to call it. Then you could be the plus size who's not, right? I think they call it the apple shape, where you're more top heavy and you only have the hips and stuff like that. And most plus size clothes are made for the girl with the no waist and the hips and thighs and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, and now we have Gemini, and Gemini is the hands, the arms, okay, stuff like that. I'm hearing legs. You could have nice legs as well. I'm hearing supple, thick, or for some of you, you have long legs, a longer bottom half. Longer legs. Some of you could just be taller in general, so even if you are bigger and have more weight on you, it's distributed more evenly. Right? As opposed to people who are shorter and more compact and it kind of doesn't really have anywhere to go. Now we have 5th house, which is Leo energy actually coming through, and it's definitely giving like more cherubic, childlike. I'm hearing angel face, angel eyes coming through as well. I'm also hearing baby face. That's an artist, but baby face is also a thing as well. So you could have a baby face, and that's not something they thought they would be attracted to, because you're supposed to be all angles and cheekbones and structured face and skinny face and whatever. But you have the cheeks and you have the cherubricness to you with the fifth house coming through, you know? You kind of like a girl or something, girlish. So a bunch of different things are coming through. Take whatever resonates for you. If everything isn't going to resonate. I said it's going to be short. Look at me going to 40 minutes. It's really crazy. But I don't know. I can't no matter what I do. I just get so many messages. I'm like, thanks. But, whew. Okay, so yeah. We're going to end the reading here. That's what's coming through for you guys. Are you their type? Not initially. But they have been growing to be their type. Or they just like you. You know, they're not trying to put you in a box or typecast you. They just like you for you. You know, they're falling for you as who you are. Okay. And I'm hearing that song, falling like the stars. We're falling in love. Falling Like the Stars by James Arthur. Then we have Landmines by 𝐓𝐈𝐌𝐄𝐒𝐄𝐬. I'm pretty sure, but there's Saint in her name if you want to look up the song and find it. Landmines by 𝐓𝐈𝐿_SAINT. Okay. But yeah, Jupiter always gives like a lot of something. So you have a lot of chest, a lot of body, a lot of something, a lot of chutzpah, good spirit, okay? Some of you are more slender, like your neck bones. And this lady here is getting really slender as well. So just take whatever resonates for you in this reading. They find your arms attractive. I'm being called to that. For some of you, if you are a guy, the girl likes your forearms and the hair on it. It can be extra hairy. And they like your more masculine hands. If you are a female, they can like your very dainty, soft, is what I'm hearing. Hands as well. Feminine, frail, delicate is what I'm hearing. Oh boy, okay. Yeah, and your spirit for real, because I keep being called to like the fire that rages inside of you. It's very attractive, you know. It's kind of like this person's been out in the cold for so long and you're warm, and that would make a lot of sense if you are a bigger person, because of course you radiate more body heat and you keep them warm in these winter months, but we're not even in winter no more, child. But you would and will keep them warm in the winter months. Something that's coming through. Some of you could be models and you have like that model face or stare, is what I'm hearing, that where they stare into your eyes like very seriously. What she's doing. The face she's giving here. Okay. So that's all that I have. I'm going to stop there. I promise. I'm done. Tattoos is coming through as well. They like your tattoos. They could have stories behind them. They're very random is what I'm hearing. They could be like sporadic and sparse. So some people have like a full arm. You have like just random tattoos, random places. And they find that attractive. Okay, I'm done. And jewelry as well. You wear a lot of jewelry. Yes. Big dangly earrings made of fabrics and different like stones and different I'm hearing materials for your earrings. You wear a lot of necklaces. I'm hearing beads, stones, gemstones, stuff like that. I'm hearing a rosary for some of you. You would carry around a specific rosary or a chain of a cross or a Saint Mary or something like that. Okay, now I'm done. Your eyes are also coming through as well. They're really pretty. They definitely stare into people's souls or this person's soul. Now, let me stop. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. We'd love to have. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. As always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image 2, group 2, number 2, however you got here, welcome. Today's reading is going to be about, are you their type? And whether you are or you aren't, what do they like about your looks? So, for example, if you are their type, great. What do they like about your looks? Okay. If you're not their type, wamp, whatever. What do they like about your looks? You can kind of play it up if you still do want this person after this. Okay. So I did a reading like this when I first started this channel like a year ago. They like the effort you put into your looks. You're definitely getting very clean. You shower, you smell good. You know, not a hair out of place. It's the vibe that I'm getting whenever I see a Knight of Pentacles and you take your time. Okay, you're clean. Your clothes are always ironed is the vibe that I'm getting from you guys. That's something they like about your looks. But anyway, we're not talking about that. Okay. I did a reading like this like when I first started the channel a year ago. And I'm like, I liked the topic. It was cute. So let's get back into it. Are my group 2s their type, please, Spirit? Are they their type? Group 1 was kind of interesting. We have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Are my group 2s their type? Now all the freaking school buses going to be passing by. Like, maybe you know this person from school. That could be a confirmation for somebody because 3 of Pentacles always gives me school vibes, okay? You're working on a group project kind of energy. And then the school buses came by. And I don't usually comment on them because they're just like a constant now whenever I do readings after work. But yeah, that's coming through for you guys. You can know them from school. Or maybe they think of you as like, you know, maybe school age. You could be younger than them. Are my group 2s their type? While the cards are not coming out. Are group 2s their type, please? We have the 5 of Cups, and it came out in like a sideways position. But I feel like it was more facing the reverse. So 2 in reverse. And we have the 7 of Cups in reverse. What the heck is going on? This person doesn't freaking know what they want. This person may not have a type. This person may be too sad or depressed or just like, you know, woe is me kind of energy, but to even worry about what someone looks like right now. Like, I think they have bigger problems than what someone looks like. So this person may not have a type at all. But all these cards coming out is like 7 of Cups in reverse is an energy of like, I'm not even worried about choosing what my type is, you know? So this person may not have a type in general. What are my group 2s their type? I was about to ask what is their type? Oh, so they do have a type, huh? A 7 of Wands. No, they don't. 7 of Wands is someone who's so closed off. They don't really have a type. This is very funny. They don't have a type, group 2, for y'all. Are you their type? They don't have one. But we'll get into what they like about your looks after this. So with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, they don't get they don't get along well with others. They don't work with others very well. They can be like a very combative, loner, I don't really like people kind of energy. I'm getting emo boy. I fell in love with the emo boy. I fell in love with the emo girl kind of energy. So you fell in love with someone who's not looking for a relationship because they're like in the trenches or, you know, just not interested. This could be someone who's like asexual, for example. They don't really think of people in that way. I'm hearing not in that way. That's a song by Sam Smith. And he's basically saying how he is unrequited love. How he loves someone, but he knows they don't love him in that way. Not in that way. Okay? So the song goes, and I hate to say I love you when it's so hard for me. And I hate to say I want you when you make it so clear you don't want me. I'd never ask you because deep down I'm certain I know what you'd say. You'd say, I'm sorry, believe me, I love you, but not in that way. And I hate to say that I need you. I'm so resilient. I'm so dependent. I'm such a fool. When you're not there, I find myself singing the blues. Can't bear, can't face the truth. You will never know that feeling. You will never see through these eyes. I'd never ask you because deep down I know I'm certain. I know what you'd say. You'd say, sorry, believe me, I love you, but not in that way. Whew. This song began me in my feelings, but that's the kind of the energy that I'm getting here, and you probably know that already. Because the fact that I was getting like 3 of Pentacles giving me you could be someone they know from school, you know them from school. And then the school bus came by and they kind of see you as like a school girl or younger than them or too young for them or just a friend kind of energy. So unrequited love is the theme of this reading. So you're not their type and they're closed off from you, just period. Maybe whether you were their type or not, they're not looking at you as an option because the 7 of Cups is in reverse. Okay, and we have the 5 of Cups in reverse because they could be focusing on getting rid of this sadness, okay? I just heard there could have been a case of they wanted you, but you didn't want them. and now you want them and they don't want you. So they're finally out of their depths of, craving you and wanting to be with you, and you're finally seeing them for how they've always seen you, and now they're just like, nah, I just got over that, I'm not trying to go back, kind of energy, right? So someone who you did used to work well with, because the Three of Pentacles is here, but now they're kind of like, this could be someone who you like fell off with, is that what they call it? Fell out with, stuff like that. But when it comes to their type, they're just like, I'm not interested. I don't want nobody in my inner sanctum. I'm worried about me, focused on me. So they're not even thinking about relationships or love right now, or wanting someone or wanting to be with someone, okay? So don't waste your time with this person. But now, just for generally speaking, what do they like about your looks? That was very quick. That was fast. Ooh. We have Queen of Wands. You're a fun time. They like your confidence. Your pizzazz is what I'm hearing. There's something unique. You have a unique quality about you. I'm hearing your laugh. They like your laugh, okay? Your magic. Yeah, there's somebody. See, why are they saying all these good things if they're not interested? Yeah, there's an energy, a strong energy here. And if this is not resonating for you, then it's not your group. Choose another one. Or choose somebody else, I wanted to say as well. But it's giving they liked you. You like dubbed them or friend zoned them. Now you see them and now that you're like, oh, let's get it, let's go. And they're like, nah. I can't make myself vulnerable in that kind of way to you ever again. And that's why it says in the song, believe me, I'm sorry, I love you, but not in that way. Been there, done that kind of energy. If that doesn't resonate for some of you, that may only resonate for one person, a few people, who freaking knows, but that is a vibe that I'm picking up on. But anyway, yeah, it's Queen of Wands. They find you very attractive. I feel like you're mainstream attractive, which is kind of like why they're asking, like, why wouldn't I be attracted to you kind of energy. It's a stupid question to ask is what I'm hearing. Okay, relax, thank you. The nerve. But it's like, I'm not looking for love, or maybe they're not attracted to your gender, is what I'm hearing as well. They could be someone who likes girls if they're a girl and you're a guy, right? Or they like girls and you're a guy and they're not attracted to you. But they can admit that you are an attractive person, but you're just not for them, you know what I mean? This is funny. They like your style. I always think of the Queen of Wands, the stone's like very stylish, very fashionable. And I believe I did say that for the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck when I was first starting the reading. There's something about you putting your time into how you look, okay? I'm hearing well-bred, okay? Well-fed. This person's funny. Or I'm just like, spirit is really getting crazy right now. They need to relax, okay? Either way, I'm laughing. It's funny. Not them not liking you, but just the vibes I'm getting from this person, okay? They have a very deep inner monologue. So it's giving they don't really talk to people that much. Or their inner world is like very vast and strong with this one, right? I'm hearing with this one. The force is strong with this one. Their inner monologue, their inner world, their inner sanctum is very strong. And that would make so much freaking sense with the Seven of Wands. They're like, I'm only worried about me and mine right now. I'm not worried about nobody else. Interesting. And now we have a Two of Pentacles in reverse for what they love about your looks. Let's get all the cards out. We have Temperance in reverse. I feel like this should be upright. You have very even features. You're very, 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 all the varies, conventionally attractive to this person. But they're focusing on their peace. Namaste. Right now. Not love. Not you. Not relationship. So maybe if they were looking for a relationship, you would be their type. It's kind of the vibe that's coming through. But this person definitely, like I said, they're closed off to everyone. They're in their own little world, in their own little bubble. Maybe they don't even know you. It's the kind of vibe that's coming through. For some of you, you may not even know this person for real, but you've seen them and you're wondering what they're thinking of you. They haven't thought of you. If they were to see you out in the streets, oh, that person's attractive, but they've never given you a second thought is what I'm hearing. Not to be rude. It's just the facts out here. We have the Queen of Pentacles. It's definitely giving very clean. Like conventionally attractive. Like, that's not what I meant to say, but it came through again, so yeah. But it's kind of like just a person you'd see on the street that looks really good. You know what I mean? There could be like maybe an uppity... There can be an uppity air to you. It was getting a little too noisy outside. Yeah, but the Queen of Pentacles definitely gives me, has her life together, has the money, the funds, the bag, the purse, the accessories, that kind of energy. You have like a very serene presence to you as well. You're definitely giving someone who can like flip flop from being grounded to being very out there. You know what I mean? I just heard if this is an ex for some of you, they have like fully moved on. They don't really think of you that often anymore. Ew, how rude. I don't like this. Like, no, don't say this. You need to still be obsessed with my group twos. Let me stop. That is me perpetuating the toxic cycle. No, let this person go if this is an ex for you guys, okay? If it's not, let's keep it moving and move on. Here we have the Seven of Pentacles. And I feel like this is supposed to be upright as well. Because if all these cards are in reverse, it's giving you look a mess. But the Queen of Wands, maybe? I don't know. You could be a little chaotic for some of you. But I feel like, I don't know. I'm getting the vibe to like put these upright. So maybe. Because we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe. Interesting. If all these cards were to stay in reverse that they came out, it would be the Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Temperance card in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And that all gives like messy. Like, I don't want to be mean. This person's rude. They're very blunt to the point. And they're trying to make me a sinner. And I won't. I won't do it. I won't succumb to it. So we're just going to go with the basic meaning of the card so it doesn't get too... I don't want it to sound too personal, right? We're going to be like very whatever. Two of Pentacles upright is someone who like has a perfect balance in life, right? Someone who's able to work, someone who's able to play, someone who has that equilibrium already set. The Temperance card upright is also the same kind of energy. These kind of wanted to come out in reverse. So when these two are in reverse, it's giving someone who doesn't have their stuff together, someone who could be like very messy, maybe a little dirty, sloppy, I don't know. That could be the thing coming through. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Her upright is also tying into the having all your life and having everything together vibes. And if she were to come on in reverse like she wanted to, it's giving you don't have things together. You could be a little all over the place, a little, I'm hearing scatterbrained, something like that, you know? And then we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You don't take your time. You're rash. You rush things. And I'm like, and that could be how you dress. You look like you just threw everything together. It's very hurried. Kind of thing, you know. Very interesting. That's one interpretation. Now, if I were to keep the cards that I placed down upright, it's giving Queen of Wands. You're very spunky, okay? Very life of the party. You naturally attract attention. And I feel like already from the beginning of the reading, here we go with these damn buses. Come on. Already at the beginning of the reading, we were getting like cleanly, well put together, stuff like that. But Temperance is definitely someone who has like, they have their moments. So maybe you can be a little bit of both. And I feel like that's everybody, honestly. But maybe you have a little bit of both. So I'm looking at the dark moon in this card, and I'm also looking at the sun. So sometimes you're dark and you can't really be seen. You kind of blend in. And other times you're like the life of the party. And I think those two things perfectly embody the Queen of Pentacles. She's very much in the background. She's just chilling. She's cooling. Her eyes are even closed here. She's not really worried about anyone. She's keeping to herself, minding her business, honestly. Minding her business, making sure she's good. That's her worry. That's her mission in life. And the Queen of Wands' mission is to be seen. You know, to be the boss. To be the center of everything. She likes the comments. She likes the drama. She likes the vibe. She likes the liveliness of things. And the Queen of Pentacles is the complete opposite of that. So yeah, you could like the chaos, right? And this person's so big on their peace that they're not trying to, you know, be with you if all you want to do is be in chaos. It's just kind of like a morals things or it's not matching. This person's very much focusing on self-care. It's giving namaste. It's giving, I go to yoga 3 times a week. You know what I mean? That kind of, I eat very healthy. My body is my temple. Not to mock anyone, but that's the vibe that's coming through with this person. And you're giving the opposite of that. You know, I eat whatever I want. I do whatever I want. I may not go to the gym as much as I should. I don't really take care of myself. I get up and throw on whatever I want. I'm very, like, you know, chaotic all over the place. And this person's like, no tea, no shade, you're beautiful, but that's just not my vibe, you know? I have a specific thing of what I like. So yeah, you're not their type, is what I'm getting. But like I said in the beginning, it's also an energy of maybe they liked you before and you didn't like them. Now you like them and now they don't like you, kind of thing. Or they're just like really sad and really much focusing on themselves and inner work, that kind of thing. And they want the least chaos ever, and you represent that for them, which is why it's kind of like giving a no. But let's see what else comes through for you guys. What do they like about their looks? Please, Spirit, my group 2s. What does this person like about my group 2's looks? I don't want to know why these cards are acting up. Don't do that. I'll just leave those, okay? Because, yeah, that just pissed me off. So maybe you make this person angry. Or they made you angry. I don't know. You're getting angry at the reading. Don't shoot the messenger, child. I can't be lying in these readings now and have you think you're their type and all that. We have stormy weather, another indicator of a no. And then we have dead end, bro. Yeah, I said what I said, and it's right. Okay, if you don't want to hear it, bye. Let me stop. Yeah, stormy weather. What do they like about your looks? You always look like stormy, broody. Now here we have yeah, like blase. They didn't really put much effort into this kind of energy. And maybe they're the person that was coming through as they put a lot of effort into how they look in their body and their mind and that, blah, 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 blah. And you're not. And because of that, it's giving no. Now we have ring. Maybe like the rings that you wear. Like I'm grasping for straws right now. But don't worry, I have more cards. We have a win-win situation. Okay. And now we have avoid obstacle, which is what they're trying to avoid in their life. They're trying to avoid the stormy weather, the dead ends, and the avoid obstacle. Sometimes you can just tell that someone really isn't your type or their personality doesn't mesh well with yours, and that's just fair. Honestly, you can't force someone to be like, oh, just because you're pretty, I should put up with your chaotic mess. And that's not what I really like, you know? Let's see. What do they like about your looks, please? I want to shuffle these. I don't think I did for group 1. Let's get some... I remember. I did shuffle. Get some new energy into the cards. My group 2s, please. What does their person like about their looks? Give me something. Jeez Louise. Maybe they do admire that you cannot care about what you were and not care about how you look, and that's something they aspire to be. Sorry. Let's see what these cards give. I need all the help I can get, child. Group 2, what does your person like about their looks? Don't get crazy. We have old man, inheritance, and male. Maybe some of you are older than them. They don't go for people who are older, and that's why I said it's just a preference thing. This person has a lot of preferences, okay? We have teeth, control, and change. They're very controlling. They like to control every little aspect of their life, and maybe you're more loosey-goosey, go with the flowy, and that's not something they find attractive. But anyway, your teeth can be attractive, something they do find attractive about you. You have old male, old man, maybe your maturity. That would also make sense. The Queen of Pentacles coming out. You could have growing hands when it comes to, maybe you could be a hairdresser, or you could be like you own a nursery. That could be for kids or for plants. Both apply. Here we have anything else from this deck, please, Spirit. What does your person like about their looks? Your teeth. Maybe you wear fedoras and suits. Maybe I'm hearing like a gangster from like back in the days. Those back in the days gangster. That could be a look that you like to wear. Like the trench coat, the hat, like this guy in the photo. I'm trying to make you see him as clear as possible. He has the trench coat, he has the hat, the gangster hat, that kind of thing. Here we have horse, freedom, action. Yeah, they like these things about you, but I feel like it just doesn't go, it's not on par for what they want in a partner. So, yeah. It's making sense now. We have cat here. We have jealousy, gossip. It could be jealousy. It's something that they want to be. They want to be as free as you are, but they're just, they can't get there. Or they are not at that point in their life right now. Could be. But jealousy, gossip, interesting. Maybe they're jealous of the attention that you get, because I did say you're convinced you're attractive. And with the Queen of Wands at this point being the only card I'm sure about, because she came out upright and I saw her come out upright, that's the only part I'm sure about. The Two of Pentacles also something about maybe you make them feel nervous, maybe. It could be a thing. They don't like that as well. Because nerves is also like taking away from your peace in a way. This person just thinks too much. And that would make a lot of sense. We have the Seven of Cups here. They think too much. They internalize way too many things and make things too more serious than they have to be, child. They're like, she's a little too chaotic for me. It's not going to work. How would you know if you don't give it a try? I mean, to each your own. You deserve to protect your peace. sir or madam. But dang, that's crazy to me. Anyway, we have mountain challenges and achievements. Yeah, there are definitely challenges and mountains that they would have to overcome when it comes to like being attracted to you or being with you in a romantic sense. And they're like, nah, I'm good, love and joy. I want to be the mountain keeping you away from me, right? Okay. Now, the next card we have is the Shark, Survival Power. So, like I said, they're in survival mode. They're in survival of the fittest. They are in the trenches, and they're not really worried about love right now. But anyway, your survival mode or your power, maybe your brutality, maybe your, I'm hearing your brusqueness, your forwardness, maybe you've come on to them many a time. And they're like, I love your forwardness and all that stuff, but it's just, I'm not interested, you know? Here we have Saint Germain, karma releasing. They could be releasing karma right now. Move beyond drama. Create your own path. Make room for good energy. That is literally what this person is doing right now. That's crazy. Yeah, it keeps coming through. So I'm pretty sure I'm picking up on the right energy. And this is supposed to be what they like about your looks. Maybe you're releasing karma right now as well. So maybe, like, I don't know. I don't want to say stick it out. But I don't know how serious or interested you are in this person. But they just want to be in control of every little thing, and the fact that you may not be someone they can control is that's something that's going to upset them. So upset them. If you don't know them very well, I'll just say give up the ghost, child. Give it up and run. Period. Anyway, yeah, give it up and run, child. If you're a guy that like your hair, you put like I do think you're well put together. I'm not gonna lie, because I put these cards upright for a reason. And I feel like that's the energy that feels most best to me. So you're very attractive, and they can feel intimidated by that. Because they may not be that attractive, or they don't want to be with someone who looks better than them. Could be something that I'm hearing you clean up really nice is what I'm hearing with the Seven of Pentacles when I look at the card. Like you, the word just came in like, how rude. Not intimidate them, but you kind of like make them feel less than, inferior in some kind of way. Which is why we have all these wonky cards for are you their type of top. It's like, no, they're not looking for anything serious. They're like not even worried about that right now, you know? The other card we have from this deck is the Holy Spirit. Child, is this person religious and you're not? There's something like extreme about you that they're like, I'm too conservative. Maybe you're liberal and they're conservative, and that's something, like I said, when it comes to morals and beliefs, they just can't get over that, you know? And it would make sense with the Holy Spirit, which I've never really seen her before. No, I'm saying her. Is the Holy Spirit a her? Oh, what if these problems? Let me stop. Before people get mad. Holy Spirit, expect miracles. So there could be a miracle in this connection. I don't freaking know. This is crazy. And the other card we have is Master Buddha, increased awareness. This person is either very, 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 very spiritual with this Seven of Wands coming out, or they're very, very, very religious. And they are looking for someone who is just as religious as them. And you're coming through as a Queen of Wands, just immediately tells them no. Immediately no. This person does not have the same beliefs and morals as I do, so I can't find them attractive. But you are convinced you're attractive, and they're very much like a mind, beliefs, and personality kind of person more than looks. Because looks hasn't really been coming through at all. Okay? For you guys in this reading, what do they like about your looks? It's giving more personality and integrity is what matters mostly to them. And for you, you're a little bit of a wild card, and they don't really like that. They could be looking for ring, ring, ring marriage, and you're looking for fun, you know? We have, you're very nonchalant. We have stormy weather. Sometimes you're a little chaotic, dead end. It's not going anywhere for them, so it makes no sense to even start it. We have a win-win situation. I don't know what that even means, because the other cards are saying avoid obstacle, dead end, stormy weather, It's giving now, you know? But these two are definitely giving very religious, you know, they're conservative, they are, I'm hearing closed-minded maybe. But I'm not getting closed-minded, I'm just getting, these raggedy kids don't hush. I'm just getting closed off to maybe just you, yeah. I'm trying to be honest here, guys. They could like your eyes are very pretty to this person. And I love how we have like an Ace of Cups-esque symbol in the middle of this card here. It's giving I'm pouring into myself. Now, when I paused the video to make the freaking go by, I heard a little kid outside scream, Mateo, F you. So this person could definitely have some hostility towards you. And like I said, you could have had like a falling out with this person or something. And now they're like, nah, F you, bro. Or sir, or girl. You know, your hands can be attracted to this person. Your hands, what you can do with your hands if you've been intimate with this person. Ooh, Juicy. And yeah, you have the hands coming through again. There's something here about this card that's giving, like, you know, a little bit devilish, roguish. So you could have like a like I said, feral. Not feral. Jesus Christ. Yeah, your eye contact. There's something about this card here, the Temperance card, that's giving me, like, you know, intense eye contact. Very like, come F me stare. They're like, oh, they're spooked. They're like, I can't handle that. I'm good. I can admit when I'm beat, and I'm beat. When it comes to my group 2s now, I'm beat. I can't keep up with them now. Especially if this person is older, because we have old man coming out. I can't keep up with them now. I'm beat. I know my limits. You know, kind of energy is coming through. But it's like getting very composed, very beautiful, very well put together, very well groomed. The eyebrows, the hair is perfectly pomaded back. Okay, if you're a guy, perfectly gel back, edges slicked down. If you're a girl, okay, you know, well groomed in the beard and mustache section. You know what I mean? No hair out of place. His skin looks amazing and shiny and glowing. You be on that skincare. You know what I mean? So like I said, you're very attractive in general, but to this person, it's like there's something that's like, nah, bruh. Nah, bruv. Yeah, hands keep coming through. There's something here about your hands. So maybe that's something that you use a lot, that people can visibly see. Like, you get manicures, pedicures, you get the nails, and that could be something as well that's intimidating to them, because when guys see those zit grabbers, they run. You know, some guys like them, some girls like, no, I'd rather like a short manicure, boring, you know, stuff like that. So it's like, you know, just beliefs and morals and like stuff like that is what is keeping this connection, like, you know, let's see the dice, keeping it like at bay. They do think you're attractive though. We have Virgo. We have conservative energy coming through again. Maybe you're too conservative for them. I don't know. That's just coming through briefly. But Virgo is like very clean, like I said. So that is, yeah. So these cards are meant to be upright. We're going to leave them there. You put a lot of time into maybe you're too high maintenance for this person, which is funny because they're giving me high maintenance. So it's like, how different are we for real? Be for real. Yeah. You have Cancer coming through. So you have an attractive chest. Okay. I'm also hearing you have attractive nipples, so this person could have seen those. Oh my, interesting. They could have seen that. It's giving non-committal. They don't want to settle down, but they're willing to get frisky now. But then they were talking about they don't want to, you're just frisky. No. This person's confused and they don't know what they want. Next, group 2. Next. Yeah. We have 12th house. Maybe you're giving them mysterious. That's why stormy weather could definitely be giving an avoid obstacle. They don't really want to take the time to get to know you better, like I said, because they're more so focused on themselves. 12th house energy. 12th house is also Pisces, and Pisces rule the feet. So pedicure coming through again, okay? You have the nails done, the hair done, the toes done. You put yourself together while you put an outfit together, while you have nice, you know, whether the clothes are expensive or not, I'm hearing expensive, so they could be expensive. You put them together into an outfit really well, and there's just something like, oh, that person's like too out of my league, could be a thing, which is why you're not their type, because they're intimidated by your beauty or something like that. We have 6th house of Virgo energy coming through once again. Maybe your job, they don't like your job, especially if this person's more religious and you're more spiritual. That's already a clash right there. Virgo is like stomachs. You could have like a very toned stomach, and that would make sense with the 7 of Wands coming through here, and she looks very fit. Okay, Queen of Wands is also convinced she's attractive, and skinny is in. It's always in. It never went out, okay? And it's becoming even more in, once again, with all these celebrities on Ozempic and all this kind of stuff and losing all this weight drastically. It's giving skinnies coming back in. The era of being thick, being in is like, it's going down the drain, guys. It's sad, I know. Of course, there will still be people who love that and will be that. But it's giving, when the Kardashians came around and it was like cool to be thick, and you know what I mean? Now it's kind of like, nope, it's going the other way now, I feel like. Anyway, we have the Moon card coming through, which is more about like broody, hidden, secret. That could be something about you. You're giving stormy personality, and this person wants predictable. They don't want stormy, okay? I'm not be saying stormy and thinking of Kylie's daughter. Maybe they think of you a child. Yeah, they think you have some more growing up to do. I'm hearing as well. We have the South Node in reverse. So something about the past. They want to keep that person in the past, that energy in the past, you and the relationship in the past. I don't really know. But the past is coming through. what they like about your looks. Let me try to get some physical attributes. Like I said, your hair, it's always perfectly coiffed, okay? Always perfectly put away. It falls perfectly in place at all times. You could have like really short hair, and that's something they don't really find attractive as well. That's not conventionally attractive. Maybe you have longer hair if you're a guy watching and they don't find that attractive as well. Maybe you wear like religious garb or clothing and they don't find that attractive as well. This person, the more I'm in this reading, the more I don't like them. How about that? Sure, piss me off. They like your lips, they like your eyes, they like your neck, your hair, your nose is cute to them as well. Your neck coming through again. You could have a big forehead and they like that too. Or an abnormally small forehead and they like that too. Maybe they think you're too good for them and they don't even want to try it. It's something that's coming through as well. But the Holy Spirit, Master Buddha, these are supposed to be what they find attractive about you. You're giving someone who's too spiritual, too good for them, essentially, you know? Too well put together, too attractive for them, too spiritual and too close to spirit for them. You know, Master Buddha is increased awareness. Holy Spirit is expect miracles. I didn't even read what the card says, and not that that's important anyway. We have, remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So it's giving you continue doing what you're doing and being who you are. And they're going to send somebody who fits up to your standards. It's giving you're lowering your standards to be with this person to even like them. Next, like I said already, increase awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. This person could like be jealous of your connection to spirit is what I'm hearing as well. And they're trying to like maybe copycat you or just get close as well. Because nobody should be jealous of someone else's connection to spirit, because it's very easily, it's accessible. You just gotta go ask and get in touch with spirit. It's not you mad that someone else has a connection that you don't, but you haven't even put in the work. Child. And then it says move beyond the drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. It's this definitely giving me that you move beyond that. Maybe you have an inheritance. Maybe your family comes from money and this person's intimidated by that as well. Maybe they're also intimidated by your father, is what I'm hearing, or the fact that you could have grown up with a father figure in your life that showed you what you could and shouldn't accept from men. And they're jealous of that. But it's coming through again, they just may not like your gender as well. And the whole time you're thinking they don't like you, they're just jealous of you, you know? Especially if you guys are batting for the same team. So you like girls, they like girls, and it's a guy. Or, bruh, you like guys, they like guys. It doesn't matter. Same thing. You like what they like, and they think you're going to have a bet. You're going to be your competition instead of you thinking, oh, they like me. No, they think of you as competition, is the vibe that's coming through. You have some kind of power over them. You have some kind of power just in general with the opposite sex or everyone. And they're like, no, I need someone who's meek and da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? This person trying to come through in the beginning as being holier than thou. Now their strings unraveling because you're coming through as a person who's stronger and better looking. And they mad, right? Very funny what comes through in these readings, child. But yeah, you put in time and energy into you and yourself, and that's coming through here for what they like about you. Your connection to spirit, right? There could be something here about Reiki healing because we have the hands keep coming through and they're putting it in specific positions. So yoga, meditation, stuff like that keeps coming through. You could be the real spiritual and they're the fake one. Take what resonates for you. But they're really attracted to your eyes. Attracted but also scared is what I'm hearing. They're scared of what you may see in them from your look. You know, how can I say it? They're scared of what you may see in them when you look at them. So it's giving more so internalized, like, insecurity than they don't really want to be with you. Like I said, this person is they're just not fit to be with anyone, period. I'm going to end your reading right there. I hope it resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. I'd love to have. If you'd ever like to book a personal reading with me, you can always get in contact with me using my email. And if you're okay after getting outside, email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching the stream. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group threes. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image 3, option 3, however you got here, welcome. Today's reading is going to be about, are you their type, right? And if you aren't, what do they like about your looks, okay? So let's see what comes through for you guys. I saw the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck a few times when I was shuffling the cards, and the lady in the card had like a bob, so they could like your bob. That sounded so weird to say bob. They could, someone's name could be Bob. That could be confirmation for somebody. But now I can't find it. But yeah, here it is. They like your lob. Long bob. They just like your bob in general. Okay. I hear you're very creative with your style. So whatever you do, you always make it look good. Okay. Even if it's like out of the box. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to rub my eyes, which I shouldn't even be doing. But they're itchy. Maybe I like your eyes, your eyelashes. Because they started itching crazy out of nowhere. That's crazy. Please release me. Release me. Maybe I like your glasses as well. Things that have to do with the eyes. That's so much better. Oh, I want to keep itching when I know I shouldn't. Okay, I'm done. Maybe if I like the way you blink flirtily at them is what I'm hearing. But on my group threes, their person's type. Whoever they came to the reading for, are they their type, please? Are they their type? Ooh, we have Four of Swords. And the first card we have is the Three of Swords. Oh my gosh. The Three of Swords and the Four of Swords. Dang. Are my group threes their person's type, please, Spirit? This is already not faring well. If we're asking a yes or no question. Jeez Louise. Are my group threes their person's type? We have the Knight of Swords. Is this them running away or to you? Okay. Is this them running away or towards you? One more card, please, Spirit. Are my group threes their person's type? We have the Strength card in reverse. Interesting. No? Not really. I'm hearing jump scared. So maybe you scare them. These readings have been quite interesting. Not what I was expecting, but hey. The Three of Swords, if you just look at the imagery, this person is like drowning in pain and sorrow, and they're screaming and no, they can't be heard, They're in pain, okay? They're in pain. So it's kind of like, are they even in a space to be with some, like, I don't even know in what capacity you want this person or like this person, or you're asking, are they your type, You could just be asking for shits and gigs, You could be asking for, that just reminded me of not podcast, I think it's a podcast, but also Shits and Gigs is a channel on YouTube with two guys, James and Fuhad, right? And they're two guys from the UK. One is like African and one is like Trini, but also mixed with white and black, whatever. I used to watch them all the time and laugh and hee and ha ha. But then there was a specific podcast they did with a white guy, right? A comedian, if that's what he calls himself. And he was like ragging on black girls and saying how he doesn't like them, doesn't like to date them, and blah, 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 blah. And they were like not defending or sticking up for black women as two black men, big back black men. Like, didn't make no sense. And I think like, I feel like black women were their main supporters is the thing about it. And once you portray them, the black women pull their support. And now I never see them on my For You page. Like, they were riding on a high. And they let that white man tear them down. It's really sad. But the fact that I said that and it came to mind, there's something here about maybe this person could not, they could be a little, they could be a little sexist, maybe a little acist with the R in front, that kind of thing. And you're not their type because of those things. You see? Or maybe because you don't stand up and defend yourself with Strength come out in reverse. Because you run away from problems. But I'm like, why do you always have to get deep? Like, I could never just have a surface level reading and just, be, I like your butt, I can never have that. It always gotta be something. Like, it's so annoying, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get into this, I guess. But that's definitely coming through. And I remember I used to watch them religiously. We used to be kiki with them, loving them. And even though I knew they were very problematic when I was watching them. Because they would say certain things and I'm like, don't do that. No, don't say that. That's not cute. But then I would still watch them. And that whole thing happened where, like I said, I don't know the name of the comedian guy, but they were on his podcast. And he was like talking a bunch about like American black women or whatever. And they were like, yeah, like agreeing with him and like trashing or ragging on black women in general. And then they just disappeared. Never to be heard of again. I'm sure they still have some viewers and they're probably still black and whatever. But a big portion of their supporters were upset and like pull their support from them. Not really see them as much as I used to. I think I blocked them as well. Child. Yeah, that's life sometimes. But that came through. So yeah, there could be something here about that coming through for you guys while you're not their type, or you know, some confirmation. This person could just be a runner. He attracts star in general. You know, that could be coming through as well. But with the Three of Swords coming out, there's something here about pain. So maybe you caused them pain. Maybe you broke their heart and you're not their type anymore, you know. Maybe they broke your heart. There could have been some words exchanged. There could have been some feelings involved that were like unrequited maybe. Four of Swords, an energy of being very like reproachful. Being in your own space, healing, licking your wounds after heartbreak. Four of Swords. Then we have a Knight of Swords, just a very impulsive, going after what you want kind of energy, or running away from something and not wanting to deal with it. 'Cause anytime I see this card, it always reminds me of that one scene from Breaking Dawn Part 1, where Jacob receives their letter and the beginning of the movie starts off with them giving out their wedding letters to people, invitations, whatever you want to call it. And it shows different people reacting to it. Then we get to Jacob, who comes out, runs, yanks off his shirt, turns into wolf form and leaves. And then we see the wedding invitation like flitter to the ground and a close-up on their wedding invitation. And he runs away for like days or weeks on end. And he's traveling as a wolf in his wolf form because the girl he loves is getting married to Edward. And he's mad. And he ran away from his problems in that moment. And that's what this card always gives me. Someone who runs away from their problems. But the Knight of Swords is also someone who runs towards something without really thinking much through. So this person can be like very shallow, or like they're not thinking too hard about are you their type or not, or they're not thinking too hard about having a type maybe. I don't know. The Strength card in reverse is I don't really think they have much of a type either. They're not really strong in their convictions of a type either, or maybe they are. Or they just be weak-minded in general, you know? Let me get some more cards. What's at the bottom of the deck for this person? We have Temperance. Are you their type? Temperance. Is Temperance a yes or no card? The way Temperance is like perfectly balanced in the middle is kind of like maybe indifference, or yeah, maybe sometimes, yeah, maybe not other times, you know? Or maybe there's some things they like and some things they don't like. Oh boy. The Tired is coming on already. Let me get a few more cards. Are they their type? My group threes, are they their person's type? Please, Spirit, are they their type? We have the Ace of Pentacles flying out with a bunch of other cards in reverse. So I guess not. Okay. Yeah, because it's giving this person who could run away from you, you know? Or they're just like on the prowl. They're very shallow. They're not really looking for anything serious. And they're like, you know, I don't know. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from this person. I don't know. I keep saying, I don't know. They don't know. Child, shoot. Let me get some cards from here. Are my group threes their type? Please, Spirit, are they their type? Let me shuffle them. I don't think I've shuffled them since I using them for this. And we have the wild card at the bottom of the deck. This person don't know what the heck they want. And we have to stay in bed. It is funny. This person running away from you to go to their bed. Anyway, like I said, I don't know the dynamic of this freaking connection. Are they their type? It's definitely giving weak. Maybe you make them weak. Because Three of Swords can kind of come off as a weak energy. The Four of Swords is someone who's licking their wounds kind of energy. Is this someone like you rejected once upon a time and they're still like butthurt about it? Because here we have lucky. We have win-win. We have ring, ring, ring. And all of these are kind of giving yes, right? And then we have big deal. So it's like, yes, you're their type. At this point, at the bottom of this, we have to take a look at yourself. So it's giving a mirror, giving attractive, okay? They're like, take a look at yourself, of course. Okay, no, not of course. Then why did these ghetto cards come out at the top? This is madness. I don't know. Okay. Whew. These cards on their own are like no, but all together, it could be someone who you make feel really weak. Okay, weak in the knees. I can hardly sleep, and it's funny because the Four of Swords is kind of like the sleep card. Interesting. And then I keep yawning. And then we have the card at the bottom of the deck called Stay in Bed. At the bottom of this, we have Pack Your Bags. Yeah. And 50-50. Yeah, so it's giving 1 foot in, 1 foot out, I would say. Especially with Temperance, but should have been at the bottom of the deck, but I was shuffling it more, I think. Especially with Temperance used to be at the bottom of the deck. It's like sometimes you are, sometimes you aren't. Like I said, this person's like, I don't know. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. You know, someone's unreliable, right? Unreliable. And that is making me think of a song. Why do I always fall for guys when they're unavailable? It's the history of wrong guys from the play, I think it's Kinky Boots. I just saw the cutest thing outside, a little husky with his little walking boots, dog boots. How cute! Anywho, so I looked up the song, and it's from the Kinky Boots musical. And it says, oh no, don't you dare. Girl, I'm warning you. I think I have a crush. I think I'm falling for him. Oh no. Why not? Women have been making bad choices since the beginning of time. Are you going to be another one of mine? Let me stop. I used to think you were from outer space. Who's that bright-eyed guy in your place? You're kind of cute when you're not so shy. But I've been here before. Have I come back for more? Another chapter in the history of wrong guys. You used to be so, a limp, lackluster bore. But now you're changing into something I just can't ignore. Charlie, honestly. I've been hurt like this before. Is there really more to you than what I always thought? How can you surprise me anymore? You know? And then she goes on to say, he's got a girlfriend, you flake. And why are they always nice when they're unavailable? And then she's like, I don't want to be another star-crossed lover. We all know how that ends. I'm better off without him. We're better off as friends. This song is so quirky and fun. I love it. Give it a listen, guys, because, child, you're going to be singing along in no time. But she goes on to say, chapter 1, he's a bum. 2, he's not into you. 3, he's a sleaze. 4, loves the girl next door. 5, loves the boy next door. 6, don't love you no more. Makes you insecure. Makes you so unsure. It's so immature. Loves his mother more. Or has a girlfriend named Nicola. I love this song. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what's coming through for y'all. So it's giving a history of wrong guys. This person is another one of those wrong guys that you always choose. The other one was a bum. The other one wasn't into you. The other one was a flake. This one's a sleaze. He likes the girl next door, boy next door, loves his mother more, makes you insecure, makes you so unsure. Like, this reading's giving all of that. He's running literally in the card. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit, for clarifying what this song is. I'm like, wait, are you his type or not? Yeah, sometimes, like I said, and other times, no. This is so ghetto. You don't want this person. You don't want this person. Oh, this is so, ugh. But anyway, we have lucky, win-win, big deal, ring, ring, ring. So this person only calls you when they want to, I'm hearing, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. What song is that from? It's like giving like a, Rita, Ora, or, what is it? What's that girl's name? That girl rapper that was fake, Iggy Azalea song. It's no big deal, you know? Very interesting vibes coming through in this reading. Maybe this card is saying, take a look at yourself. Like, why do you even like this person is what the card could be saying as well. Take a look at you. Why are you attracting these kind of people? Because this is ghetto. Guys, I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all right now. Okay? You're someone who's such a big deal. You're marriage material with ring, ring, ring. Okay, if you need to be shown again. You're a big deal. You're marriage material. Okay, you're lucky you can have whoever you want. Why the bumbarasqua are you worried about this person here when you can be out there finding somebody 10 times better? That's what I'm interpreting this message as. Take it or leave it. Okay? But yeah, if you want to know what they like about your looks, well, I guess we'll get into it. But, this person isn't worth your time. They're like spineless. I'm hearing boorish, brainless. Madame Gaston, can't you just see it? Madame Gaston, his little wife. Oh, no sir, not me. I guarantee it. I want much more than this provincial life. So that's a part of Beauty and the Beast. The live action one. Where Gaston has like taken her home and is like trying to force himself onto her as a husband, right? And she's like, that boorish, brainless Madame Gaston, can't you just see it? Madame Gaston, his little wife. Oh, no sir, not me. I guarantee it. I want much more than this provincial life. Okay? Bella's like, heck no, I'm not gonna get sacked with this fool. He may be conventionally attractive and all that. Gaston was. Everybody was fawning over him, but he was a horrible person at the heart of him. You're asking for heartbreak here. Like, you shouldn't even care about what this person wants if you're their type. Group 3. Let's get it together, okay? 5 of Wands. The fact that I'm hearing a part of a roster. This is so rude. The fact that you're a part of a roster. The fact that you're always fighting for them. What they find attractive about you. Can you... We're going to need to pick up these standards, Group 3. Don't do this. They like that you fight for them. That you are in a part of their roster in the running. Making them feel good, inflating their ego when you're this lucky big deal. Oh no. Do I gotta reach to the screen and... Don't do that. What do I think about your looks? They like that somebody like you. And what was I saying with the 2 of Wands? They like your lob or your bob. Oh no. This is crazy. That's funny. Like, that was like 18 minutes ago that came out. That thing, and now the card is coming through again. The fact that you are waiting around thinking about them, longing for them, that's what this 2 of Wands always gives me. They like that someone like you is fiending and pining after someone like them. You're building up their ego here while they're tearing yours down. Don't do that. Who child the ghetto? They like your hair, though, your bang, not the bang. Not the bang. The bangs. They like your bangs, your short hair. Okay. What they like with my Group 3's looks, please, Spirit. There's something like very dreamy and haunting. Not haunting. I'm hearing lilting. Haunting, lilting. You stick with people, you know? They love your energy. It's giving energy vampire. This person's an energy vampire. They love the energy that you give them. And the power you give them is also what I'm hearing for real. Okay. Look. Oh my freaking gosh. Another card about options. Guys, we're not doing this. I'm getting mad now. Because I don't like this. Because no. Not my Group 3s. Not my Group 3s. No. No. Absolutely, positively not. Seven of Cups is options. The fact that you're an option for them, and they have others to choose from as well. You're looking at them if they're attractive, but so are you. Excuse me, Belle and Gaston. Who was surprised in that connection? Please tell me it wasn't even a connection. It wasn't even on the board. It wasn't even a thought in her mind. He was running after her, chasing her, making her seem like she was important. She was like not giving him the time of day. That's what we want from you. We want him to be chasing you, not you chasing them. Oh, the ghetto. But Seven of Cups, you're an option. Whoo, boy. Who I'm smacking? Who am I supposed to smack? I'm hearing you have baggage. You have like insecurities that they can take advantage of for what they like about your looks. That's what's coming through for looks, child. It's crazy to me. I'm hearing you got a donk. She got a donk. She got a donk. She got a donk. And it's funny how I was like, why can I never get a reading about you have a nice butt? It's always getting deeper into the heart of the matter, which I love, but it's, please, we want, be like hearted readers around here. But the fact that you have baggage, you know what I mean? But there is a donk on you. You have a donk. You could be someone like very, like, maybe aggressive. I'm hearing cute aggression. Cute is aggression. Maybe have aggression against you because you have some kind of cuteness, You know what I mean? When you see a baby, you just want to bite the baby's cheeks and pinch your cheeks. Cuteness, aggression. That's what they think of when they think of you. That came through, and that's very weird, but it came through. And here we have the Two of Pentacles. It's giving yes or no, up and down, wishy-washy. You know what I mean? Will they, won't they kind of energy. They like the color of your hair as well. Some of you could have like very nice chocolate hair. Some of you could have highlights as well, because her hair is giving you highlights if you can't see it. I'm hearing a balayage, where it's kind of like all layering, I think is what balayage is. Don't ask me. I'm waiting it here. Let's get some more cards. What do they like about my group one's looks? Maybe your middle part. I'm hearing bust down. Oh my gosh. Your middle part bust down. The weave going down your butt, child. Okay. I'm thinking about if you guys like to look comfortable. Because in all of these cards here, she's wearing something very like unconventionally comfortable. So she has a frilly, ruffly top that's like flowy with these baggy black pants. That's better. Now you can see it. With these baggy black pants. It's kind of like giving high waters, but not. They're like capris, but bell bottoms as well at the same time. And they're like cut off at the bottom. And it's either fraying or there's like tassels at the bottom of the pants. I can't really tell. Could be both. That's one look she's giving, and then her shoes are matching her shirt. So your style is something that's coming through for them. And I love how I was looking out the window saying, how does that husky with the doggy boots tie into your reading? You don't see many dogs with shoes. You know what I mean? So there's something unique about you. Now we have Seven of Pentacles. Maybe the options, but maybe your multiple aesthetics. Maybe your multiple outfits. They love your entertainment for this person, which is like very for me to say. But they love to see what you do next, what you say next, what you wear next. Is the vibe that's coming through for you guys. They keep you around just to maybe copy from you is what I'm hearing as well. But yeah, Ten of Wands is also giving a lady who's like wearing these boots with a skirt, and then she's wearing this trench coat, and you can barely see what she's wearing, But it's a look for her because she's rocking it. I like the way she looks, right? But it's also very comfortable, okay? And she has bangs in this card as well, if you can even see. Maybe if I put it this. You can see she kind of like has like bangs, but they're kind of like curtain bangs. So this person could love your curtain bangs as well. But there's something here about you. You are their type when it's convenient. When there's no one else for them around and they're like lonely, you're their type. Is the vibe is coming through. You're who they're running to when they're at home alone, healing from broken heart, or feeling lonely and sad. They come to you to get like a, what is it called, confidence boost, right? And here we have the same thing coming through. She's wearing a skirt, like a skirt with a very comfortable like sweater top. And it's textured, so you can like play with textures. No, this is actually sequins. I don't understand. Okay, the attention to detail in this deck, I love it. It's sequins. So we have sequins here, long coats here, flowy skirts in both, okay? Then here we have pants with like frills and stuff like that at the bottom. So you have like a very unique style of this person, because you don't really see many people wearing this kind of wear, but like loosey goosey kind of thing. But yeah, this is definitely giving middle part bust down, guys. If you don't know what that is, okay, because then it's not your message. But the middle part you wear in your hair, and the way your hair just hangs, it's like getting a silky, effortless texture, right? Your lips are very pouty as well. They may not be the biggest, but they're pouty, okay? Some of you may not have eyebrows, or your eyebrows blend into your forehead, and that's something they like about your looks as well. There is something unique. Maybe you purposely shave your eyebrows, and that's something they like. Because even in this card here, I can barely see hers. You shave them very thin. You have nice eyelashes and pouty lips, okay? Nice long eyelashes, guys. A big forehead is what I'm hearing as well, okay? I don't mean that as slander. Okay, relax. Y'all are doing a lot right now. What do they like about their looks? We have more long middle part bust downs coming through. But this time she's wearing like little bedazzled pieces in her hair. That would be something that's very unique. I've seen people who do like hair and then put like bedazzle their hair, but of course it's not their hair. Some people it is. Some people like a wig and they put like all these jewels in it. But you have like a very unique style. It's definitely what's coming through. And once again, these are like giving me like laminated, or what do they call them? Eyebrows that they dye and put on your head so you have eyebrows. So maybe you don't really have that much eyebrows. Your eyebrows are sparse. You always go with them done. And they like that about you as well. Like, don't get me wrong. This person pays attention to you. They're attracted to you. But you should not be their type, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Why you should not want to be their type. It's only going to lead to heartbreak. And you always constantly second guessing yourself. Do they like me? Are they attracted to me? Kind of energy. You need to be running, child. Grow some balls and run. You're Lady Venus. Like, what do you even mean right now? What are you even telling me? You're Lady Venus. Wow. Yeah. Downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. I would say. Truths. Deep insights are coming from heaven in the astral realm. You're Lady Venus, child. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. You're above them. They're beneath you, child. Anywho. Yeah. Ooh, Lady Portia. I've ever gotten her. Look at how she's wearing her hair so unique as well. It's like giving braids and it's like baby hairs as well. Like, okay, Lady Portia. Let me give a close up. So you can see her little baby hairs, it looks like she like braided her hair or something into the braids are woven into the like wavy texture already. Maybe you could have like dark red, like wine red hair. Maybe you could wear like bedazzled jewels on your forehead, like to add some extra oomph to your hairstyles. There are those things I've seen before. I be trying them. They don't even work on me and my hair. Those things, like there's like bejeweled things you could put around your head. There's like a chain, like a chain for your head, for your hairstyles, right? And you guys wear it very well. I'm also hearing very specifically, there's like a hairstyle that people do where they like take two parts of their hair and wrap it around the back of their head. And it's like it's their hair going down and the two little pieces connecting it in the back. And it's kind of like I don't know how to explain it. That's coming through for y'all, your hair. Some of you could have like really light hair. Like these two people in Lady Venus and Commander Ashtar. Maybe you wear a lot of combat boots is what I'm hearing. We have call to action. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. That's just a message from Spirit, y'all. Leave this person behind in your dust. I want to take this card too. It's looking interesting. And we have Isis, magic manifesting. Look at her really, really cool, funky look. I love this. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. Look at the eyeliner. Maybe you wear a very dramatic eyeliner. And a lot of accessories on your hair. Your eyes are coming through as well. And look at these pouty lips that I'm talking about. Very pouty, very beautiful. But her eyes are definitely staring into my soul. They could like the way you do your makeup. Her eyes are really pretty, actually. And we have like braids or something in this card. So like a funky braid style where it's kind of like she has braid bangs. But then it's also braids on the side. I've seen this look. I forget the person who like I can name that like wears this look. But I don't know where it looks. I could look everywhere. Very fashionable. Where your style is like something that's very like, it calls attention to you and makes you more attractive. It's the vibe that I'm getting. So now let me get some cards. I mean some dice to see what else comes through before we end the reading. We'll do you again. Oh, not the same. Yo. Not it was on Mercury and then I did it again because I kind of stopped it here. And it landed on Mercury again. Okay, so Mercury. Am I saying that right? It sounds weird to me. Anyway, Mercury is the planet of communication. So words, talking, they find the words you speak attractive. And I love how your lips were coming through and, you know, words come out of your lips. I like watching your mouth move. Very specific. Okay, we'll go with it. We have the moon coming through here. The moon. The moon is associated with Cancer, and Cancer is the yiddies. So that could be important for you. Your boobs, in case you didn't know what yiddies are. Okay. There's also like a very mysterious, somber air about you. It's kind of vibe that I'm getting. Like intimidating in a way. Where they're kind of like, maybe they're kind of, like I said, you are intimidatingly attractive to this person. And they love that they're the person that you're allowing to play in your face. Ugh, disgusting behavior. We have 8th house, which is Scorpio energy, the SCX house, the XCX organs. It's giving you been with this person intimately and they addicted to that *𝐓𝐡𝐮𝐬𝐥, okay? Or they're addicted to your schling. I gotta make up the funniest words so YouTube is not like, that's not the right word. I don't want to hear it. We all grown here. Thank you. 8th house. Those are the organs that get the job done. Okay? So that can be very pretty as well. I'm hearing a shaved kitty cat. Nice and soft. Let me stop. Try to get her. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we have 8th house again. This is madness. Stop it. Yeah, they addicted to that. And like I said, you guys give like a little intimidating, a little like, maybe you're like very adventurous in the bedroom, you know, maybe you have like, they have particular tastes, you have particular tastes, you guys kind of like scratch each other's itch. I'm hearing I got particular taste. That song, it's a Shawn Mendes song, I believe. You have I'm so particular. Sorry, it was screaming in my head. Like I could not say it. So you're so particular about certain things you wear, how you look, how you act, things in the bedroom, and this person just like they find the things that you find very particular, very attractive. But just to look at you, instead of giving waxed or laser removed or smooths a baby's bottom, you know what I mean? It's giving very aesthetically pleasing, the nether regions for you guys. Now, we have Aquarius coming through. That's that unique style of yours coming through. And I think I already mentioned that, so I'm not going to go too much into it. You have a unique style, a unique look. And then we have Gemini. And Gemini is the hands, the arms. I'm hearing specifically the wrist. And what do you be doing in the bedroom with this person that the wrists are coming through? Handcuffs? They like the way your wrists look afterwards. Oh, this person's so ghetto. Oh no. Who gotta fight? Cause stop it. But yeah, this was coming through. The way your wrists look, you know, all trussed up. Oh, we're not doing this right now. Oh boy. Gemini, yes. Like your hands. They like holding your hand. Or holding your hands up on the wrist, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna leave your reading right here though. I hope it resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe we'd love to have. If you'd ever like to book a personal reading with me, you can always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. There could also be something here about tattoos, because that's coming through now that I'm looking at the cards. They like your tattoos. Maybe you could wear a specific uniform. You could have a work uniform they like seeing you in. Because that's what this is giving me. Especially if you have like an official job, firefighter, police officer, I don't know, attorney, business person. When you wear your full garb suit, it's giving me surfer as well. So you could be like a surfer. And you know, like when they have to wear those suits to go into the water, that's coming through as well. But your hair is also coming through a lot. But yeah, I don't even know where I left off. If you want to book a read with me, you can always do so using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 4s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image 4, group 4, number 4, however you got here, welcome. Today's reading is going to be about, are you their type? And if you are, if you aren't, what do they like about your looks, okay? There is always room for, I was going to say improvement or criticism, but anyway, we're going to get into, are you your person's type, okay? And then according to that, if you still want them or like them or whatever, what you can do to kind of draw them in more when it comes to what they like about your looks, your beauty, okay? Now, if they do like you, you're just going to get more information what they do like about you, okay? So, for example, I don't know, there's just like a lot of, I don't know, I've done 3 groups already in one day, and this is my 4th one. I'm just like, oh, it's been a doozy. But we're going to get into your group. I want to say, for example, I don't know why I didn't have an example. So you could be like the example, the blueprint is what I'm hearing. You could be their perfect type. Okay, that could be something coming through as well. You're the blueprint for what they want people to look like or what they want their perfect partner to look like, kind of energy, you know. It's kind of like they can write everything down and put it on a piece of paper and smack it and give it to God and you know, and create it. It's like How to Build a Better Boy. Y'all remember that movie from Disney Channel? I feel like that was after I stopped watching it, but for whatever reason I still saw the movie. That was when I was kind of like pulling away from Disney. How to Build a Better Boy with Kelly Berglund and China Anne McClain. One is the wannabe popular girl, the other one's a scientist. China Anne McClain built this machine that builds the perfect boy. So she basically asked her friend, what do you want in a boy, blah, 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 made a list, put it in the machine, and it splattered out this perfect guy, okay? That's kind of what you are for this person. Now, that is going to be emphasized are the stars at the bottom of the deck. It's like their heart's desires, they send it out to the universe, and they made you kind of energy, you know? So are you their type? Yes. You're their every dream, right? And I just saw 222, so this could be like a relationship you're in with this person already, you know this, or if you didn't, now you do. Okay? The star's Aquarius energy, so maybe you have like a very unique look to you, okay? I'm hearing the shaved off sides of your head could be something coming through. It's like giving mohawk or maybe even faux hawk, okay? Maybe some of you are bald, right? No hair at all. Some of you could be like true redheads, orange heads, whatever you want to call it. Because I feel like redheads, they have be orange, it's not red. So they're rare that I see redhead. When I see a redhead, I think of orange, you know? But anyway, maybe you wear like very pretty dresses. This dress always reminds me of the dress from 13 Going on 30. The one she wears for the Halloween party at work. Or it's not a Halloween party, it's like a regular party, and they're like they're dancing the Thriller as well. And she has her hair up in those cute two little pom-poms, and, you know, not even pom-poms, but you know what I mean, the two buns on top of her head, or the side of her head. Maybe you wear a lot of feathers or things with feathers in it, is what I'm hearing as well. But with the star card coming out, yeah, you're their type. Let's see if the cards that actually come out confirm that for us. Are my group 4s their person's type, please, Spirit? Are my group 4s their person's type? Are my group 4s their person's type? Jeez Louise. We have the Hermit. I only want one card, but I see the Empress. I see the Lovers. I see Strength. The 6 of Cups, the High Priestess. I have to go unplug my AirPods. This person likes your voice. I'm hearing shawty, it's like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Got me singing like na 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 every day. It's like my iPod's stuck on replay. You remember when we used to listen to iPods? What a time. And I'm hearing that song, a lot of songs, guys. Wow. I'm hearing what a time for you and I. Niall Horan and Julia Michaels. We have Temperance. You're the perfect balance of everything is what I'm hearing. The perfect balance of dark and light, soft and masculine, you know. This is so cute. Are you their type? Yes. You have Queen of Swords, and that's your voice coming through. Your words. I'm hearing words of wisdom. And I'm hearing she's a wise, wise woman by Jason Mraz. Let me look up this song now that we're talking about it. I love the next part that I stopped off on. She's a wise, wise woman. She keeps her mind open, her heart open. And then we have the 3 of Wands flying out. Right when I want to pause it. So yeah, you keep your mind open. The card that fell out is the 7 of Cups in reverse. So yeah, you never, I don't think they have like a wandering eye when it comes to you. It's just like you. And I'm hearing Zayn, it's you. It's you. It's you. It's You by Zayn. But right now we're focusing on Wise Woman by Jason Mraz. He says she's a green garden goddess, tender of the weed. She knows how to find it, grows everything she needs. She's a real wise woman with so much love to give. She gives so much because she stays in touch with what her truest nature is. She's a green garden goddess. She hears the universe. She's out there with the planet, but she keeps it down to earth. The star. Why did I not take it out? She's out there with the planet, but she keeps it down to earth. She's a wise, wise woman. She keeps her mind open. She's a wise, wise woman. She keeps her heart open. She's a green garden goddess, a sage of ancient ways, cultivating peace. Earth has her own pace. She's a real wise woman, a midwife and a teacher, a high vibration healer, dealing herbal remedies. And I got real high on love. She got me real high on love. And I got so high I realized love is a gateway drug. And if the gate's unlocked for us. But yeah, that's what he keeps saying. And he's like, she's a green garden goddess, daughter of the sun, sister to the moon, daughter of the sun, sister to the moon, and mother to everyone. Stop it, Jason. I love hearing this song. When I first heard it, I'm like, wait, who are you talking about, Jason? Stop, you talking about me. Let me stop. I can't. I'm done. Anywho, you're their type, definitely, okay? I do believe you kind of bring them out of their shells, what I'm hearing, because we did get the Hermit, which makes a lot of sense. You bring this person out of their shell. They think you are a goddess because they came through many times in the song, okay? Now I kind of want to look up It's You by Zayn. Give me a second. Now that I looked it up, the song was kind of ghetto. So I'm like, do I still read it? I don't know. But he's like, she's got her own reasons for talking to me. And she don't give a bleep about what I need. And I can't tell you why, because my brain can't equate it. Tell me a lie, because I just can't take it or face it. And he's like, can you move? What are you doing? I won't cover my scars. I'll let them bleed. So my silence won't be mistaken for peace. Am I wrong for wanting us to make it? Tell me your lies because I just can't face it. Okay? So I don't know what that's about, but it's you was the part that was coming through. It's you, okay? Their dream girl, their manic pixie dream girl, it's you. That's who you are to them, okay? Now, sorry, I'm still shuffling. Let's see what else comes through for Are You Their Type? Are my group 4s their person's type? Please, Spirit. I don't know why this card got me up. We have Whoa Nelly. Yeah, you are. Like, Whoa Nelly. Who's that? Like, you kind of caught them off guard. I'm trying to figure out which is which. Okay. We have Open Mind. Open Mind, and we have Whoa Nelly. So, yeah. They definitely keep an open mind when it comes to you. Now, we have Ring, Ring, Ring. Now, I feel like somebody here is watching more than one group now. Because this came through for the 3rd time. Pick one. Let me stop. I'm such a fool. I'm so sorry, okay? Or maybe I'm not. Who knows? We have the Ring, Ring, Ring. So, definitely, you're their type. And then we have Please Stand By. So, maybe you make them, like, numb. You make them mute. You make them, like, really nervous or something like that. You make them kind of like, yeah, you make them go dumb or something like that. And then we have This Could Be Good. They want you to peel their banana and do some things to it with your mouth. Okay, I'm done. But we never know. Yeah, that's it for now. Maybe we'll get some cards from here. Are you their type, please, Spirit? Like group 4s, are they their person's type? Whoever they're watching this reading for, are they their type? You have relocation home. Yeah. Like this person will be able to move to be with you. Relocation home, but they're thinking about it. If you're somehow long distance with this person, they're thinking about moving to where you live. And we have a Rabbit. Pregnancy and fear. They want to get you pregnant. Yeah, they're freaking attracted to you. You're their type. They're like, what? That's not even a question anymore. Move on to the next one. What? Let them know what I like about that. Hurt you. Give me a second. Impatient, are we? Don't do that. I fight. Okay. Jeez Louise. I'll take those. Here we have Witch. Magic, curse. They're kind of like, are you a magic? Are you a gift? Or are you like a curse? You know? They could have like a little bit of fear around this connection or their attraction to you. It's kind of like this. They can't control it or something. Because with this, it's you coming through because my brain can't equate it, you know? And then we have pregnancy fears with the Rabbit. And now we have magic curse. We have survival and power. Look at that. We have these sharks revolving around her. It's kind of like the wolves come out. You're prey to the predators, but you're also, because you're magnetic. Interesting. Yeah, so you're very attracted to them. You're very much their type. Then we have lock and unlock. Okay. So yes, you are their type. Congratulations. It's kind of like, whoa, Nelly, you know what I mean? I'm seeing somebody's glasses get fogged up. So when they get hot under the collar, which they do for you, if they wear glasses, which is coming through a little bit. So every time I see whoa, Nelly, I think of Steve Urkel and the way he was freaking hopelessly devoted. Wink, wink, shove, shove. For the people that know, you know. That song always comes through. Sorry. He was crazy for Laura, and he was doing all kinds of stuff for Laura. They ended up together in the end because he turned to Stefan, right? And they, like, you know, I don't know if she ended up with Steve Urkel or Stefan. I'm not sure. I think she ended up with Steve in some kind of way, or maybe a few episodes. But yeah, that's coming through. You're obsessed with this person. They get you hot under the collar. You know what I mean? You're the nerd to they're the nerd to your Laura Winslow. Okay? That's coming through for you guys. I'm hearing you unlock like a lot of the desires in this person. They can be someone's like very much like bottled and buttoned up with this lock coming through. Then you were like the way he's like, I just put it to the side, didn't really think about it much. But when I'm looking at it even more, the way he's holding the key and like sniffing it and smelling it, it's kind of like something's being awakened in him, you know, when they think of you or something like that. I'm sorry, I'm getting crazy. But anyway, are you their type? Yes. Three of Wands, they definitely get very explorative and they think about you a lot. They want to pursue you a lot as well. A Seven of Cups in reverse is giving, I don't gotta think about it. The answer is yes, energy. And the Queen of Swords is like, they like the way you think, your thought process, your mind, your voice, you know what I mean? Your intellect, your smarts, your wisdom coming through again. Temperance is like very even, very soft, very beautiful, very feminine, but also masculine energy. You balance those out really well. I feel like I said that so many times already, so now we're gonna move on, okay? Whoa, Nelly, you knock them off their feet, knock their socks off, open mind. You help keep an open mind. I do think there's something about the way you speak and what you teach them that keeps them open-minded and, you know, craving for more, crawling after you, you know? That song was kind of coming through again came through maybe yesterday. Craving You by Thomas Rhett. You've got that cigarette, that shot of 100 proof. You're like that cigarette, that shot of 100 proof. No matter how much I get, I'm always craving. That feeling when we get the way your body moves, something coming through for how they're attracted to you, the way your body moves. No matter how much I get, I'm always craving you. Okay? Give that song a listen if you like. And like I said, a lot of songs are coming through for you guys. Like a lot of songs. Maybe you have like a head in the clouds kind of energy. Maybe you lose yourself in your thoughts sometimes. You go quiet is what I'm hearing as well. So your looks are coming through already. They're like they're ready to talk. So let's get it. Let's go. My group 4 is, please, Spirit. What does the person specifically like about their looks? Your eyes, your stare, the way you look at them. It's the emotion behind the stare, not so much the stare. You can have pretty eyes in general, which is kind of come through for all the readings, but it's the way you stare at them. The intensity behind your stare. We have the moon in reverse. Yeah. The way you open up. Ew. Why we're gonna get sexual? Move. I'm hearing the way you bloom and blossom under them. So it's definitely giving connected, okay, if you haven't already. We have the High Priestess coming through in reverse again. We also have the Ten of Pentacles, and then we have the Ace of Swords. So these are all already, we know they're upright. Let's just move them now. Ace of Swords, the way you think, okay, the way you help them clear their mind. This person could have a lot of thoughts. You have a lot of thoughts. You kind of help them get out of their head and into their body, right? We have the High Priestess, your spiritual nature, your secretive nature, your intuitive nature, okay? The way you move between the light and the dark, which keeps coming through with the sun and the moon, okay? It's not just in your looks, but in who you are as a person. You move very depthly. Very good between the light and the dark, okay? So you can kind of not go to sleep, close your eyes, get a message from Spirit, meditate for a little bit, and then come back into the land of living, and like act like nothing happened, even though this person's like, wow, like what were you doing, you know? This person could like the way you wear your hair. I'm hearing a messy bun, curls, like messy curls, like messing up your hair is what I'm getting for what they like about your looks. They like messing up your hair. But yeah, the High Priestess is definitely someone who's very good, high intuition, a little bit of a loner as well. So I think your loner matches their loner, you know. The High Priestess likes to be by herself, minding her business. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is, you know, the happy family card. I'm healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am that biche. I'm going to go make the bag, I'm not going to take your ish. That could be something about you as well. You work really hard to make your money. I'm hearing she works hard for money. So hard for it, honey. She works hard for her money, so you better treat her right. Period. Your imaginations come through very hard. Maybe you actually do like astral travel or something, and you kind of like take them along with you, and not the actual physical way, but you tell them what you saw when you come back. That's why your mind is so attractive to them, not just your physical vessel or your body. Some of you could have really long hair. I'm hearing waist length hair, and that's very attractive to this person as well. Yeah. Ooh, ew, this Temperance card. There's something about your stare or their stare. I'm getting really shy. Like, stop looking at me. Like, y'all could probably see it in the car. Like, look at how he's looking at me. Or you. Like, who? Please, unhand me. Like, you just saying that this could be an artist and you're their muse. This is kind of giving me that kind of intensity. Like, ugh, sir. It's giving me the painter. If I were a painter. That song was coming through again by Norah Jones. It came through in another reading yesterday. Oh, and the reading that I did yesterday is what kind of wife will you be to your future spouse? So this is giving future spouse vibes. All the songs that I was getting in that reading is I'm getting as well. So I'm like, that song come through again? Yeah, it's come through again. So maybe if you watch that reading, you'll choose that pile with those songs that came through. But Painter by Norah Jones. Let me look it up. This song is so cute. I want to sing it for you guys, but I know I'm not going to. So, like, there's just one part that just sounds so beautiful. But anyway, she's like, if I were a painter, I would paint my reverie. If that's the only way. Okay, I'm done. If that's the only way for you to be with me, I would paint my reverie. A reverie is like a imagination, imagining, a daydream kind of thing. I'd paint it if that's the only way for you to be with me. So you're really good with words, very poetic maybe. Creative as well. We'd be there together just like we used to be, underneath the swirling skies for all to see. And that's kind of giving me the vibe of I keep mentioning it, so I'm going to try to see if I can find it. The star that we got at the beginning of the reading. If that's the only way for you to be with me. Norah is just so beautiful. I love the way she sings. And I was going to say that as well. The songs that keep coming through feel like very mellow and chill and beautiful. So that could also be your demeanor that they love. If that's the only way for you to be with me. Here it is. This is kind of giving me the swirling skies to be with you. And I'm dreaming of a place where I could see your face, and I think my brush would take me there, but only if I were a painter and could paint a memory. I'd climb inside the swirling skies to be with you. And I'm dreaming of a place where I could see your face, and I think my brush would take me there. Okay, so she's repeating the same thing. It's a really short song, but really beautiful. I definitely suggest you give it a listen. I was going to say command. I can't do all that now, but I definitely suggest you give it a listen. But yeah, that's what's coming through for you guys. Okay. And I love how she's talking about like a reverie, swirling skies, painting. I wish I could see your face. I wish my brush would take me there. So maybe there's certain things you experience and go through that they wish that they could go through as well, but it's only like specific to you, right? Especially if he has like something to do with spirituality. Like I wish I could read tarot or astral travel or meditate or connect with spirit the way she does, or they do if you're a guy. But Ten of Pentacles, or they, them, But Ten of Pentacles is definitely giving like a mother of kids, very mature, very grown, very established. You've been through a lot. You know a lot about something, The Ten of Pentacles is kind of like the end all be all. I'm hearing above and beyond, but it's kind of like I was like watching a reader and she was like describing it as being like all that and more. Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's a cute way to see it. It's kind of like the Nine of Pentacles would be all that. And the Ten of Pentacles is all that and more. Because, for example, the Ten of Pentacles is, we'll start with the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is my bachelorette card. That means you're on your own, independent, you're in love with your life, you're in love with yourself, you're completely self-sufficient on your own. Now, the next step would be to find your partner and settle down, or find your happily ever after. And that's what the Ten of Pentacles is. Everybody, or most people, would be fine staying in the Nine of Pentacles, which is because that's what we're all trying to get to in life. Financially stable, abundant, on our own, happy by ourselves, happily single kind of energy. And now the cherry on top would be to find your perfect partner, get married, settle down. If you're not into marriage, just be with this person forever. Have kids. If you're not into kids, just be with them forever, that kind of thing. And so that's what the Ten of Pentacles is, and then some. So everything you want and then a little bit more. It's also representing generational wealth, like having kids, having grandkids. This person's like thinking about all those things with you. This is really sweet. Okay, so more about your looks. Yeah, there's something here about flyaways. Flyaway curls, flyaway wisps of hair. it's kind of like you're giving in a movie on a beach where there's like a specific music video or movie where there's a lady on a beach running away from someone, her hair keeps flying in her face. It's like, I'm trying to get the movie, but it's not coming to me. But it's definitely giving like a windy beach. And this person's like taking a video of you and your hair is just like flying everywhere, you know? They like that carefree, open, loving you. The you could only be maybe with them. Vulnerable, okay? Let's see what else comes through. What they like about your looks. Please spare my group fours their looks. Wow, the cards are flying by. I mean, flying out. We have please stand by. And I think that came through for are you their type. Here we have open mind. The same cards coming through again. They said we said with the Bumba Ross we said. And I heard you. Please stand by, open mind. They like your open mind. The fact that you don't jump to decisions is what I'm getting. Because please stand by is kind of like giving me, you know, pause. I'll get back to you. Or when you put your phone on like do not disturb kind of energy. Like I'm going to get back to you. You can still text me, right? But I'm not going to respond right away. That's what please stand by gives me. We have pop the cork celebration. This kind of like gives me wild, a little bit of everywhere, you know, so maybe like your bursts of energy, because 3 of Wands would give that as well. I feel like with the, if you were their type and that came through. And now here we have lucky. So yeah. And then we have watch your back. Interesting. I'm getting this person could be very protective of you, maybe. So they're telling you I'm always going to watch your back. Or maybe your back could just be interactive, right? This person likes to just watch you. They're like a very much a people watcher or a you watcher is what I'm hearing. It's giving Joe Goldberg from You. Where you would obsessively watch his targets and we would all think it's romantic and beautiful. This person could be low-key or high-key obsessed with you. Why y'all so loud? Shut up. You would think they're standing right beside me the way their voices are coming through like right there. But anyway, rabbit, you could be like very cutesy, very adorable. And that's what I like about your looks. You could also have that intimidating air with the power and survival and the shark, the way the sharks are revolving around her but not pouncing. If she was prey, they would, but she's not giving prey, right? Now we have the key, the way you awaken their manly urges. I can't. I'm leaving. It's time for me to go home, child. And like I said, there's something here about you being a witch, you know? They weren't lying when they call me, well, a witch is what I'm hearing from Ursula. So maybe you're very curvaceous like Ursula for some of you. And they love like your, like, I don't know, like your exuberance, your exaggerations, you know. Maybe you always put on the show. Maybe you're like an actor and actress and you like always keep them entertained. I'm hearing, are you not entertained? You're quite the character is what I'll leave it at, right? But they weren't lying when they called me, well, a witch. Is what she tells Ariel in Poor Unfortunate Souls, right? So it's kind of like pity the fool that messes with me, pity the poor unfortunate soul that falls under my group 4s, which they did already spell. There's no leaving. And then relocation home, it's like giving house, you're their home kind of energy. You make them feel really safe as well. And it's kind of like how this is like giving like very like, let me look up the word. Oh, guys, this word is pronounced so funny. So I mentioned it in like maybe 1 or 2 other readings. And it's like spelled H-Y-G-G-E. And it's not pronounced how it looks. And the Google said Hyuga. Hyuga. So that vibe is what you guys are giving this person. Where it's kind of like fairy lights, string lights, comfy, cozy, never want to leave lights, right? Let me look up the definition of it and see if they tell me. What is the true meaning of Hyuga? It says Hyuga refers to a form of everyday togetherness, a pleasant and highly valued everyday experience of safety, equality, personal wholeness, and a spontaneous social flow. The noun Hyuga includes something nice, cozy, safe, and known, referring to a psychological state. There you go. That's what you give to this person, so they find attractive about you. You give nice, cozy, and safe. Okay. And it could just be your looks like a little bunny. I'm hearing bunny makeup. I didn't know it was a thing until I saw it a few days ago on Instagram. I think, what's her name? I'm pretty sure her name is Darcy. Darcy, right? She's a makeup influencer on social media. Is her name Darcy? Yes, her name is Darcy, Miss Darcy. She was doing, she's a makeup influencer, and she was doing bunny makeup, where it's kind of like a soft pink blush on your cheeks. You line your eye with like white eyeliner to make them more bright. You put on like a little wing, nothing too exaggerated, to kind of like, you know, give a little oomph to your eye. That kind of, it's like very cute. You know, fluffy eyebrows kind of thing. It's a very cute look. You could be very cutesy, you know? That's what's coming through for what they like about your look. Let me get some, there's a lot of things that I'm missing. Those are there, and then let me get some cards from here for what they like about your looks. You're also, Miss Darcy is very quirky and has a big personality. And like just a very interesting character in general. And it's like really cute and adorable as well. So that's y'all. Okay, my group 4s. What do they like? What does their person like about their looks? Ew, this Tempest card is upsetting me and my homegirl. Because why does it keep like looking at me like that? Good day. This person's giving like shy person, but they're trying to turn you every way but loose, is what I'm hearing. Here we have Gaia, Earth Connection. This is the only card that flew out upright. And she has like a very innocent, chubbier face as well. She gives bunny. She gives so toot. Oh, so small. Okay, we're going to put all these back because these are way too many cards. Next group 4s. What does your person like about their looks? So another card. Thank you. Look at Lady Venus. Stop playing. And it's funny how I almost called you guys group number 3. But this is so different than their group. Lady Venus came through in their group as well. Maybe this is a different person you would be asking for if you did watch 2. Whew, boy, that's way too many cards. But we have Mahatvatar Babaji. He's coming through. Very naked, very natural, very neutral vibes. You don't really do too much. If you do, you know, try to do anything, it's very natural. Not exaggerated, not over the top, you know. Here we have Lady Portia, okay. Maybe you have like a very more serious, stern air to you whenever you're ready, because the High Priestess can give you that vibe as well. Then we did have Lady Venus already. Y'all seen her, y'all saw her. She's very ethereal, very beautiful, very glowy, angelic, okay. And it says, downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. And it's funny how I mentioned you guys could travel between the astral realm and the regular realm, of course, in heaven and stuff like that. And they're always wondering where you go. Lady Portia, Divine Order. It's definitely giving you're like a part of light workers. Because Divine Order, like the Order of the Phoenix, the Order of the, I'm hearing the White Cloak. I don't know if that's from something or not. The Fellowship of the Ring, that kind of thing, that coming through. It's like a group of people who come together for the greater good. Now, do what you feel is right and important lessons unfolding. That could be something you always do, is giving justice in a kind of way. You follow the divine order of things. You don't like to kind of make things. Yeah, that's why you're comfortable, because you don't like to make a big thing out of nothing or stir up drama and trouble for no reason, you know? We have Mother Gaia, Earth Connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. You're very grounded at presence, and you help them stay grounded. Okay? Now we have Mahatvatar Babaji, and it says soul expand. So you can help this person expand their soul, and that's something they find very attractive about you. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. You understand the connection between all things. They also find that very attractive. Okay, so you're very tuned in, very tapped in. Now we have 2 more cards coming through before we go to the dice. We have the Miriam, Sacred Vision. There's 2 of you. They're seeing double. Interesting. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. And this kind of gives you Temperance as well, where it's like giving even balance features. I'm hearing so as above, so below. But choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Love has no boundaries. Are you sure? And then we have, Melchizedek. Melchizedek. I said it right, I think. Yeah, Melchizedek. Higher learning. So all these very higher consciousness cards keep coming out for y'all. And he gives me Hierophant card energy. Now we have, you have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. And I love how the 2 guy cards coming out are like talking about you have to learn more. And all the women card that I keep coming out are saying you've learned enough and now you're like teaching and expanding and growing, you know? So this person loves the man you make them into, you turn them into. Or the person, okay, if you're not watching for a man. Okay, now we have the moon. This is High Priestess energy coming through once again. That connection you have to the moon. Like the song said, you're a daughter to the sun, you're a sister to the moon. And mother, we freaking have Mother Gaia. Mother to everyone. Stop playing in my face. Oh, I love it. We have 9th house, which is Sag energy. So like I said, you could be someone that has like a lot of hips and thighs. Because Ursula is very much that. Hips, thighs, and a big badonkadonk, right? Very busty, right? That's coming through for y'all. 9th house. And it's also soul expansion, wisdom, higher learning. Wow, what came through? Yeah, literally. You teach them, you help them learn. Now we have Venus coming through, and not like if they, wow, like Lady Venus wasn't enough. Venus, very attractive, Libra, Taurus energy, that balanced features. You look angelic, okay? Beautiful. I'm hearing you have a cute button nose, but very deep soulful eyes. We have 12th house coming through as well, so you definitely see into their inner psyche, into their world. Your eyes see beyond things, which is why the Temperance card keeps, like, I love that I put the dice on that card. Like, stop looking at me, sir. Like, I felt his stare the entire reading. The angel in 12th house was giving, yeah, you're an angel, you see everything. It's giving earth angel vibes, you know? But 12th house is Pisces, and Pisces like the feet. Maybe you have like really cute feet. Maybe nice calves, you know, ankles. Maybe you like to wear anklets. And those like together make you feel or make you look very dainty and feminine. Because anklets will do it every time, right? And here we have Sag energy coming through once again. That is the busty, thickums energy coming through. But or just if you're not thickums or you don't resonate with being a bigger person, your thighs are very toned. Okay, they're very voluptuous. They're very thick. You have nice hips or very nice like things you could grab. I'm hearing love handles as well. Okay. Please. There's like an underlying really like overtly a sexual, sensual vibe coming from this person at all times when it comes to you, which is why they're looking at you like that. Okay, whoo boy, they find you very attractive, child. They just want to come and grab onto you, and they're just thinking of, no, we're not doing this right now. We're not doing this right now. There's an energy of, why did I never catch a break? I hate getting glimpses of positions in my mind. So I'm like, why? Why must I be privy to that information? Like, it's crazy to me. So you know how when someone's holding your love handles, the guy is in between the legs and like pulling you towards, that's the vibe that's coming through here. Yeah, so we'll leave it at that. I'm pretty sure you get the visual. We're leaving it at that. Now we have Aries. That's that passionate aggression, that cuteness aggression they have towards you. Like, as cute as you are, they still want to do untellable things to your body, okay? They think of you as delectable, very juicy. Yeah, very tasty. They like your tastes. It's coming through as well. Lord, help me, Father. Help me, Father. I'm trying to stay pure, but I can't with your person. Jeez Louise. Yeah, you kind of turn them into a carnal person. And like I said, they're giving so unassuming and skinny and frail in the Temperance card. But the things that you're doing to them on the inside is like a whirlwind, a hurricane, a freaking tsunami of lust. And Aries, one thing Aries is going to do is take. One thing Mars is going to do is pillage and plunder. And that's that position of they're pulling. Please, I'm done. I'm sorry. Of them literally like just, oh my gosh, grunting, thrusting, rutting is the word I'm looking for into you. Jesus Christ. Lord help you guys, because yeah, this person's like not gonna take it easy on you, child, at all. Okay, I'm definitely leaving your reading right here. I hope it resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you ever like to book a personal reading with me, you can always get in contact with me. Use my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Also, the movie Sinners could be important. So I'm going to the movie to see it now, and the word sinners pop into my head afterwards. So maybe the movie or a specific scene in the movie could be important. And I do know, because social media loves to spoil that for people, that there's a scene between Michael B. Jordan and his plus size counterpart that someone said was giving quote unquote auntie vibes, right? And there's a scene between them in the movie. So it's giving, you know, someone who's like more conventionally attractive, I guess, as Michael B. Jordan is in a movie with a girl who's more plump, right? She's very busty, that lady as well in the movie. The black lady, I forget her name. She's like she has an African name, but I can't pronounce it. I'm not gonna even try to pronounce or butcher it. But there's a scene with them, and it's giving Sinners, and I'm excited to see it. I'm going on my way to see it now after work. So that movie's coming through. Maybe there's, like I said, a scene in that movie that's gonna be important to you. This connection you should watch. But yeah, now I'm done. Bye, guys.